is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Here we go. Good morning, everybody. We're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. It is Tuesday, March 17th. We're live from the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show on govsradio.com from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, the shut down Governor's Comedy Club.
Temporarily.
I'm here. Sallie's here. Chris Cassandro is here. Lou Pratz is here. James Thompson is here. And then hiding over there in the corner there, Neil Rubenstein is here.
Nobody puts baby.
The party has started. We're going. It's already crazy in here. And I don't
self-isolating.
I think we're near the limit here. We're near the limit of 10 people, and we're getting each other sick, and we have non-corona donuts.
I'll just have my son bring us supplies. If
I know.
We
Poor Brian out in the hallway.
All right, so I guess we'll just get right into this. We've been talking about this since we got here, since we've been setting up. I'm mad. I mean, a place
Livid.
like Governor's where the comedians come to do their job, all the staff, the waitresses, everybody, they're out of a job. All the comedians, all musicians, right?
Yeah, but you're not
Everybody's
mad
out of
at
work.
Governors.
I'm mad because
you're just
Governor's
mad
is
that this
affected.
happening, yeah.
My friends like Neil are affected. And you know, even James, who owns a cigar shop, the Huntington Humidor, we're all affected, and not affected getting sick. We're affected because our businesses are hurting, our livelihoods, our wallets are hurting.
Not my business. I'm in the courts. We're always going to have prisoners.
I heard the courts are getting shut down, though.
They are. That's why I'm
So
here.
Yeah, but it's so sick now. So
But
now,
I'm not bringing my work home with me.
if I get arrested, if I get arrested for something stupid out on the streets because I get into a fight over a roll of toilet paper, I go to jail. I'm there indefinitely because the courts are closed.
No, they're letting everyone go now.
Yeah, you can
Are they
let it
really?
go, yeah.
Bail reform.
Bail reform.
Oh, then I'm
And
gonna.
they're getting Met
You're
tickets.
good.
Yup.
Yeah, right.
I'm going
Yeah.
out.
Look at
I'm gonna
your
go on a
face.
slaughter
Your
fest
entire face changed.
because I know
Neil,
I'm most likely
Neil
to get
went
arrested.
from like this to
Because I'm most likely to
Now
get
he's mad he's
arrested.
not staying
he's
in.
euphoric over there.
Yeah, I
now.
gotta go rob some people for toilet paper. I'll be right back.
I know. I don't know. What do I do with you people?
Well, and speaking
Be
of
out
which,
before your poop dries.
yeah. Well, and you mentioned that, James. You mentioned that before we went on the air. You actually saw somebody hit a woman for a box of cereal.
Unreal.
Well, she had it coming.
Kind of sort of.
No, she had it coming.
She had it coming.
He didn't like walk up and take one box out of her hand. She was like, she had like 20 boxes in her cart,
And she was
and the
mouthy.
guy asked for like one box, and she said no.
Well, bitches get stitches. I'm sorry. That's it. Yeah, I back that. You know what I mean? Like, I ask you polite, like,
Yeah.
you need 20? You need 20?
Right.
There'll be a supermarket
Yeah.
in a week, maybe, if
Don't-
Trump says it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, first off, yeah, what's the chances of being quarantined? First off, we're not quarantined yet anyway. But what's the chances of being quarantined that long? What's the chance of being quarantined at all? And whether we do or not, are we talking
Look
months?
at Italy.
No.
What?
I
Look
think
at
we're-
Italy.
Listen, if you're shit that much,
at France.
you
Yeah, I
need to see a
think we got
doctor for something other than coronavirus.
Bigger problems in quarantine if you're worried about that.
Yeah, right. If it comes down to a quarantine, there's way bigger issues. The
Yeah.
implications are outrageous.
Yeah.
I just think I think the whole thing's ridiculous. I
Overreacting.
think people are completely overreacting. The press hyped this up. Not that there shouldn't be concern.
I don't know
and-
that they did. You think the press hyped this up? I think
I do.
think all the messages are coming from like the governor, the president, and
Well, it's that they're like ignoring it. Like so Trump, no offense, that idiot will be like
No
it'll be like everything's okay, and then like it'll like cut to somebody like some smart like surgeon
like
guy be like
CDC guy.
nothing's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He's like the insurance company's gonna pay for the insurance company's like we're not gonna pay for the
Yeah. There'll always be like some short guy behind Trump going,
He's like, it's okay, you can gather in groups, and the governor's like, no groups.
no.
What he's
And then-
saying, do the opposite.
And it'll say, groups of 100, and then like 10 minutes later, you see him come back on 25.
It's like, but everything's okay. And like, as soon as he was like, the stores will be restocked, everyone was like, get to the store. It's not gonna be restocked. He says
right.
here inside, it's not gonna be
Because
restocked.
it's like SpongeBob opposite world.
Now, meanwhile, I'm actually upset with you because you sit me down
I had it
last
coming.
night. She makes me, this bitch is gonna get stitches.
What do you tell a woman with two black eyes?
Yes, I had that one.
Nothing.
Go ahead, please.
She makes me watch this movie last night, Contagion.
He had to watch
yes.
it.
I
Well,
had
here's
to
why.
watch it,
It
'cause
came
we're
out
not
in
scared enough.
It came out in 2011,
Right.
and so many celebrities are in it. It's a great, great movie.
Right, Chris said he saw it.
Was
Yes.
there a
Yeah.
monkey? There
Like
wasn't
give
a
the
monkey in it, was there?
what?
A monkey in it? Or was that
No,
the other
that's
one?
Outbreak.
Outbreak.
That's Outbreak.
This one was, if you want to see where the government's getting what to tell us, it's
Okay.
like they watch the movie and they're like, all right, we don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Let's just tell them what the movie did because it's the same verbiage.
And
it's
it just
the same
it
hysteria.
just goes through like day 1, day 2, day 3. What happens with like in outbreak?
And it was a bat
And it was
into the pig.
Yes.
Which is what they're
Right.
telling us.
yeah.
A man ate a bat.
So
I
they
don't
have
believe.
no idea.
They have no idea what this is.
No idea.
They have no idea what this
I
is.
know.
They should have just told
It was
all the old
probably
people
it was like a
stay
bat.
home
It was
first.
like a bat.
They're like, nobody saw this movie. Let's tell them. Let's
Yeah.
steal that plot.
Right, it was a bat.
And so it's like everyone saw the movie. Like, then it wasn't a bat. It was a different.
It was a rhesus monkey.
I see badger. It was a badger.
Badger. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't watch Dumbo. It was an elephant.
But there was so many.
Watch it. Like, what's a black animal we can blame it on?
Right.
King Kong.
It was a crow. It was a crow and
It was
and
a
gorilla.
black yeah.
It was an African crow.
But that's just it. Like I saw the movie a long time ago, and every time I see something on the news in the last week, I want to say to him, "Ooh," and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "You have to see this movie."
So then you made him watch the
So
movie.
I made him watch it,
So
Made
now
me
he's got
watch
the
this
fear of
thing.
God.
and
in
I
him.
Right.
made
Now I gotta watch this.
I made Sam.
See what's gonna happen.
My son watched it too because he's 20 and he needs to wash his hands more. So it was good for him to watch this.
Well, then there's Pandemic on Netflix now that I just started watching last night just to really get myself around.
What is that? What is that?
It's
a documentary or
just,
movie?
It's a documentary series about how the next influenza is going to, if we're not ready for it, exactly what's going on right now. It's complete,
Yeah,
like,
same stuff.
it's life is imitating art right now, or they don't know what the hell's going on. They're just stealing the art.
Like the Contagion movie was worse because it was like it ended up being that 1 in 12 people were going to get it, and 1 out of those 4 were going to die. So it was like a crazy movie where you couldn't even like wave at your neighbors. You know, it was like you had to like really stay away from everyone towards the end of the movie. It was startling, but it took like took about a year. Took about a
6 to 8
year.
feet?
They call it social distancing in the movie.
Yeah, it was the same.
It's the same words
verbiage.
they're telling us. It's the same exact. The only difference was
Yeah, it just makes
you're
me.
not going to shit as much because they weren't going for the toilet paper.
Yeah, they
It
weren't
just-
at all.
It just makes me believe it less. I'm sorry. I know it's not a hoax, but kind of like I think it's a hoax.
Where'd they say they think it came from in Contagion?
bat.
The bat
Wuhan
and the
province.
pig.
It was
Yeah.
a bat.
Wuhan province in
Bat-
China.
The bat
Well, that's what they
problem.
say. They said it started in an outdoor market, but I think the Chinese created this in a lab accidentally when they were searching for a cure for horrible driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, to be fair,
To be fair.
most people are terrible drivers. Just happens that Asians are the most people.
It's not being
That was
racist.
funny.
It's just illuminating.
Oh my God! Thank God no one watches this. Or
That's true.
oh wait, everyone's quarantined and watching this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And that's why we brought everybody in. We're trying to cash in on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, can everyone share on their page this show? I can help
Yeah.
you with it if you can't find it. Just go to Facebook.
I hope people
Govs-
get mad at me for going out.
Gov's Comedy Radio.
Gubs Comedy Radio.
Yes, I sent out my mass text and
Yeah.
put it up there. The only thing I don't think they thought about was, with this quarantine thing is whether the coronavirus kills 25% of the population, somebody's going to kill somebody in their family
Yeah.
at some point.
Right.
Just being home for 2 weeks, 3 weeks alone.
Absolutely
It's
right.
not that easy.
If you need help, I can help you.
Share it.
Yep. And then copy link, and then go to your profile and just plop it right there. Yeah, that helps us a lot. Thanks a lot. Since Neil just pointed out that no one watches us ever. I was like, he's right. Everyone.
Well, and while you're
I
doing
sent my
that,
apologies to Italy.
Did you?
and I've seen on Facebook a lot. Speaking of sharing and social media, I've seen a lot of people are now asking each other if. Do you guys even know anybody that has it? Like, speaking of hoax, there are some people that think that this is in fact a hoax. Does anybody know anybody that actually even has this?
There is a possibility that this morning I found out somebody I know might have it, yes.
Yeah,
But
there's.
we're not sure.
That-
It's
I mean, I was
definitely
just-
real. But it's in the age group that was susceptible. So I think they should have gone after the age group first and told everybody you need to stay in instead of saying, okay, we're just going to shut down the entire,
Yeah.
everybody just stay home.
That's the craziest
That's the
thing
craziest
to me
thing
is,
I've ever heard.
is that we're worried about whatever it is, 100,000 deaths. Meanwhile, we're going to cripple millions of lives.
Right.
Yeah.
This is going to cripple the economy.
Right.
Working class is dead.
Yep.
Working class is absolutely dead after this. If this is 3 months,
Yeah.
dead. And we're worried about 100,000 lives. Yo, honestly, there was a TV show, you guys remember Dinosaurs on ABC?
Yes. Yes.
They pushed the old people into a volcano. When you get too old, you just go in a volcano.
That's what the Vikings
It's like
did.
with the,
That's what the-
with
yeah.
the dinosaur tail.
And that's kind of what we were doing anyway with the old folks' homes. People aren't like paying, people are getting rid of their grandparents. Oh, put them in a home. I don't want to
I don't
wipe
wanna
dad's
look at that.
ass. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so Pop, we
You
lose
make
Pop.
having kids so enticing.
I don't know. I say let it go, and then
Well, and yeah, not to be, and I think I've said it on here before, not to be cold, but 4,000, I think 6,000, 7,000 people have died worldwide. That's not a lot.
No.
And
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
bad for them and their families. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, but it's not a lot of people.
And there's a lot of other things killing people too.
Right.
More people died of an overdose probably yesterday.
Yeah,
Right.
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 Because of the,
because
they're
of the
home,
because
there's nothing to do. I'm home, my whole stash of heroin. What do I do? Binge watch this heroin.
Every day I get a case of wine delivered back to the house, so you can just keep going.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
There's going to be a big baby boom.
Yeah, but there's not going to be hospital beds, so those babies
Yeah.
can
A
born.
lot of baby showers
A lot
in
of
December.
babies.
A lot of
A
home
lot of
births.
pool and toilet babies.
And that's the thing too. And like you mentioned, Italy getting shut down.
Yeah.
But they're not shut down because of the virus, though, right? They're shut down because their hospitals are full.
Yeah.
But again, full with people who think they may have it. Not all of them are confirmed cases. It's just you have. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a problem in itself. The
How
crowding in
long
the
does
hospitals.
test
But
take? Like, how long is the turnover?
There's a drive-through testing thing that opened today.
Right.
Now you can get tested like that. You can get the results in seconds.
No. It still
Huh.
takes a few
I was gonna
hours.
say that one
Hours. You
hour-
can get results in hours.
I think it's days.
Even days.
Have you actually heard how they do the test, though?
no.
If I could.
I hope this is a joke.
No, I wish. No, I heard that they take this. It basically looks like a giant Q-tip, like a curved Q-tip.
Yeah.
And they stick.
Is
it
it
in your-
ribbed?
Let's not.
Might be.
Your pleasure.
For your pleasure. And apparently they take this thing, they stick it in your nose, and they put it all the way to the very back of your sinal cavity.
Yeah, it's
And then
not
they
pretty.
swab back there.
Wow.
I mean,
Christ. You could die.
isn't there another way they can do that?
Yeah, let's figure out the most painful.
That was like Shakira in the halftime
She was saying get tested. She was,
show. So she knew.
Yeah, she started this.
she was in it.
But
Yeah,
the
Shakira.
Italy thing will give everybody a fine insight into government-run healthcare. If there's no more beds, no more beds.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of all free. Hey, we
Yeah.
don't have enough money to do all of this because it's free. So
Do you think if we had that Medicare for all, that we'd be able to find a cure fast? As fast as we're looking now. There's no
Are
way.
you shitting me?
Yeah,
No
wouldn't
way,
even
man.
be-
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be on the back burner?
I'm still on board with the Medicare for all.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not, I don't want the. Thank you. For,
But
thank you for the
it
assist.
kills research.
I don't want the government in charge of it. I want doctors in charge of it.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Tell the doctor that's making $300,000 a year is working all these hours that he can go make $65,000. You're not gonna have any more doctors.
And go find a
Yeah,
cure
right.
for this while you're at it.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
No, I don't think socialized medicine is the way or the answer at all.
no.
I mean, oh, you're sick? Okay, come into this room with us.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. Next patient.
Well, here's like something. So just going back to I don't know if Darren O'Neill's watching, but he gave me like I was telling these guys. He's a pilot. He's been a pilot for a really long time, and all of his flights are not in America. They're all over like in China and Italy.
He's the problem.
Yeah,
He spread it. He
the
started
closest
it.
he gets to America, I think, is Hawaii. And so he really is,
So did the Japanese.
kind of a big time pilot. Like he's really like high up there. What did you say? I didn't hear. What did you say?
Go ahead.
So did the Japanese.
Oh yeah. But anyway, so he said China's closed down. It's last hospital for this. There's not enough cases to support them.
That's fake news.
This is interesting.
So
He
bad.
said Italy was hardest hit because out of all the European countries, they have the oldest population.
Right.
Like I didn't realize
Also-
that.
And they love to hug and kiss and,
Yeah.
Sure,
and
right.
eat and
Yeah.
drink together.
And then the greasiest.
San Diego Biotech Company
doesn't help?
developed a vaccine.
We're going after all races
I think
today,
that,
man.
I think that helps. I think it helps commute the disease.
It's the end of the world. Why not just attack everybody?
And
Who
those
cares?
transgenders, man.
If there were enough transgenders to communicate the disease, I think they would. You can't get
sorry,
coronavirus
Sallie,
from
go
blogging.
No, it's okay. I'm just reading it through. No, I'm not waiting for you guys.
Oh.
Just do whatever you're doing.
All right, the transgenders. Then. I mean, I have no problem. I have no problem with a guy transitioning into a woman. As long as he learns how to make a good sandwich first.
The views expressed.
So, all right, so I'm reading some of the comments here. Gina Conjemi Coffin says, my goddaughter in Virginia is really sick. They told her they have no tests to even test her. Does she have it? Who knows? Well, then she should leave the hospital and go through one of the drive-thrus.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. Like, the people her age, I'm not sure why she even needs to be in the hospital. Just stay home like a normal flu,
And you're gonna get better in a
Just,
week.
don't get dehydrated. Rest. I don't think the people that are dying are the people that are our
Don't
age.
let anyone know you're sick because they'll stone you.
Yeah.
Andrew Plagano says his wife knows a couple of actually a whole family who has it. Wow.
I don't trust anything that guy says.
True. Good point. Joey Cola's watching. Good morning, Joey. Anthony George says you all about Billy Joel.
Ew.
Speaking of Corona, what does that even mean?
Is he in the right
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. And then he comments, my dad was pre-med in college for a semester, and he says, wash your hands for 21 seconds.
21.
Us.
The MSM...
That's the problem. We've only been doing it for 20
That's,
seconds.
and then he writes that.
Holy
the MSM
crap, you
is
know how
only
many
saying
lives
20.
can be saved?
Right.
Yeah.
Amy Elizabeth says, hi to my brother Numpsy.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay.
Noomsy. My brother Noomsy. Brother Noomsy. I cannot get jiggy to this shit. Sorry.
Tom Galati says also in Italy they kiss on both cheeks and they have the highest smoking rate. Over 21% of their people smoke. Wow.
So
I
you
didn't
have
know that.
That's not
emphysema
funny.
and lung cancer, and you get a lung disease or a lung virus, and that's it.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I mentioned governors earlier, how they're unfortunately just forced to shut down because we can't have more than 50 people at a gathering. A place like Governors doesn't make money. So can I ask you, as James, as a business owner, I mean, it's not a restaurant, but I'm assuming you have to follow similar guidelines.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of gray area behind that. So, right now the shop is not open yet, but it will be open at 11.
The Huntington Humidor opens
Huntington
at
Humidor.
2
will be
o'clock.
open.
How many people are usually in your place at a
It
time?
depends. I mean, there are days where I have 25, 30 people hanging out. There's where I have 50 people hanging out in the shop.
It's not that many, so you would think
No,
there's
it's
nothing
not,
else to
but-
do in the land right now. You'd think
Well,
your place would be busier.
The funny thing is that they're saying, you got to close all non-essential businesses. Well, I classify myself as an essential business.
Absolutely.
Now, I classify myself as an essential business for two reasons. One, it's my business. It's essential to my life.
Amen.
And two, especially now with everything shutting down, you're going to spend 2 weeks at home with the wife.
You're
nagging.
gonna kill somebody.
You need my shop to stay sane. So,
It saves lives.
yeah, smoking saves lives.
Who would have thunk? Come full circle.
Do women go into your shop at all?
Absolutely.
Not
Yeah, they do.
I've got I got quite a few females who are who are regular
I mean,
customers.
Center stage 1
Technically, they're females.
And they
That I
weren't-
know of.
And they weren't paid to go there. Bring a
Whoa.
pole. Does everyone have dollar bills? Well, I used to live in Massachusetts, and I had a really big cluster of friends, and there were a handful of women. They were the only cigar smokers. I thought that was funny. Their husbands didn't smoke cigars, so that's why I asked.
Listen, it's a growing trend among women.
Yeah.
And
And gays.
and bourbon.
damn.
No? I know a gay guy smokes a cigar. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Ladies smoke cigars. The whores just chew tobacco.
Who is
Oh my god.
Jeff Bosey says maybe it's an idea that it attacks people over 70, so this way we can get a handle on Social Security.
Yeah.
People are living longer than they used to, and they're depleting the Social Security.
Here's this guy thinking with his head. Good for him. People say that guy's an idiot. He ain't no idiot. That's a smart thing he said.
Sheer genius.
Man. Yeah, so and we watched a freaking movie last night, and the people are all attacking each other, robbing each other's houses. I mean, personally, if God forbid it got to that level, which of course it's not going to, but if it did, I wouldn't. I don't even know who'd want to live that way anyway. I'd be like, fuck it, take me. I want to live around robbing my friends' houses and beating people up, and then what? When it's all over, you're living in.
It's a little awkward, right?
It's little.
Yeah, but that's
Come on
the
over for
thing
barbecue.
is,
Sorry I robbed your house.
Yeah, he
There
stole
is-
stuff out of my
Sharing thing.
pantry last week.
when it gets to a point where there is no back to normal,
Right. There is a threshold where.
you know what I mean? And it's just when people decide that is, and it unfortunately is when the first person decides that is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just takes that first person to be like, oh, I can't have toilet paper, or I can't have a box of cereal, and then hit that woman with a bat in front of a bunch of people, and then get in their car and go home like nothing happened.
Well, that's what's happening.
And that becomes the norm.
And then that becomes the norm.
And
And,
that's-
then people are scared to leave their houses.
I think that's how we got to where we are now with everything closing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You know,
70 million
It was a
people
knee-jerk
died from
reaction.
Spanish flu, and they survived. I think
Right.
that, they're too much. Everybody's freaking out like the world's gonna end.
Because that kid,
When we're in the most abundance I think we've ever been as people.
that kid got sick before the Jazz game, and the Jazz were like, "Oh, we should probably postpone the game." And then NBA was like, "Oh, well, then we should shut down." And then everything was like,
Right.
"Well, should we shut down?"
Right.
They shut down. We
it
shut
went
down.
really quick.
Seems to be fashionable.
Very fast.
But do you think and that's just the thing? You think if we do it like really quickly now, and then it'll get better?
That's what
later
they
on?
say, but
How do
there's-
you recover?
yeah, you're not recovering. And there's like,
Or maybe they just needed time to find a vaccine because now there's a.
but they say even if there's a vaccine, it's gonna be 18 months till the FDA.
I think they just needed more time to finish the movie to
I
figure
think-
out what
yeah,
to
yeah,
tell us.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. They were waiting for another Simpsons episode to tell us the future.
Yeah, right.
They're like, we can't go with Monkey because that's been used.
And actually, in that movie, they even toyed with the idea of throwing the throwing it in the
Throwing
vaccine
it
in
into the water.
supply.
Right. I've been saying that about ecstasy for many years. For many years, really. I figured, if everybody just woke up and didn't know why they felt so good, it'd be a happier place.
This guy's
Why
got
aren't you
this
a
guy for office.
Because and I said that's the water supply is the best way to get into the masses.
Yep.
Right.
The water supply, right?
Well, all right. So Neil said
Not Long Island
that
water,
guy
though.
for office. Neil said that guy for office. So I'm going to introduce everybody again. We've been on for a half hour. In case you missed us in the beginning, so we got Sallie, myself. We got Chris Cassandra over here. We have Lou Pratz, James Thompson of the Huntington Humidor over there, and sitting in the corner there is Neil Rubenstein, comedian, hilarious comedian Neil Rubenstein. We're hoping here at Goes Radio to get the comedians in here and get them maybe some exposure, or just keep them in your sites. Maybe try to figure out a way to get some kind of payment coming in, or if the comedians want to just maybe set up their own Patreon and they come in here and do something, because we're trying to just keep things going. Even musicians. I reached out to musicians yesterday saying if you guys want to come in here and play for an hour, take requests or something, set up a Patreon. We're trying to get, it's weird because I'm sure a lot of you guys watching don't have, your income is cut off too, but we're trying. We're trying to get something going.
In the late 70s, early 80s, in Cuba, when it was like moving to like strict communism,
Right.
the only place where they were like allowed asylum and freedom was like the insane institutions. They were like letting them do whatever they wanted, create art or whatever. So punk rock kids, and at the time, if you were gay, you were insane.
Yeah.
So in the early 80s, late 70s, punk rock kids would inject themselves with AIDS
Oh, Jesus.
so that they would get sent to the insane asylum so they could play punk rock music.
No way.
God damn.
Wait a second here.
I know a lot about Cuban history. I ain't never heard that shit before.
Right.
Los
so you're saying
Los
the punk
Freakies.
rockers started AIDS?
Fuck.
No. Dude. All right, fine. I'll take that.
Yeah, right.
I'll
Dude,
take the
That
hit.
supersedes punk rock. That's like hardcore. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's a.
That ain't no like cult shit.
So that's all I'm saying.
Dead Kennedy's happening here, baby.
That's all I'm
they'll be
saying
dead
is,
soon, but
yeah, I could take I'll take the coronavirus to do this. You know what I mean? Like my art, I'll get the coronavirus.
So you'll
Sorry.
inject yourself with Corona,
Sure.
get into an
Yeah,
insane asylum to perform your comedy.
If that's
for
the only
other patients.
place, if that's, but I think it's just gonna. I think it's gonna become like a punk rock thing here too, where it's just like, like punk rock started in basements and like 10 people. So all right, well, if 10 people are together, all right, let's have a comedy show in the basement. Let's, let's have a rock concert in the basement. Like, let's start building that stuff back up, and like let the government come shut us down.
Yeah.
I think we're too spoiled at this point to accept that as a lifestyle, though. Don't you think?
All right, but there's enough of us that are willing to make that sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like I know I would gladly. I mean, we all came here, and this is like not the most glamorous. You know what I mean? Like,
There's so many downsides.
If you're coming here, you're coming anyway.
look how close you are to him.
Well, Tony called. They said you need to get 10 people within 6 feet of each other. I was like, I'm not sure, Tony.
It's a bringer show.
I think they said 6 feet away from each other. He's like, no, we're all going to get in 6 feet.
Dyslexia.
That's so funny.
We're all just going to gather around within 6 feet of each other.
Well, and to
Well,
okay,
he said
so,
only 6 feet, so he's gonna have to put his leg in the hole.
Hashtag find your beach.
Exactly.
You just got to be creative now. Like, I work in the courthouse, and every day we get a bunch of prisoners brought in to be arraigned, and I should start booking shows there because you got a captive audience right down there, you know?
I'm in.
All right, bring you in.
and is the courthouse like closing?
What are you here
or what's
for?
going
It's
on?
the comedy show?
Arraignments is up because you got to be arraigned within 24 hours, so...
So that's up.
They
but everything
have
else,
that
they're
up,
just
but everything
closing
else,
everything else.
Yeah, all civil
Yeah.
claims and civil crap. And
And like Lou also tells, so this is Lou Pratt. I met him. He was a contestant on Don Sill's Put Up, Stand Up, Shut Up
Oh,
a losing contestant.
by 1 point, and it was really rough because he was really funny and he roasted Benny. He did a great job. I'm looking at Neil because he have you judged once or more?
just once.
Yeah, so like
But
he
I'm
knows the show
pretty
well.
good.
He did a good job.
You were a great
judging.
judge.
Pretty good.
You were a
Awesome.
great judge.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of people
pretty
actually
good.
did. A lot of people were talking about the advice you were giving Rich at the end of the show. They were
'Cause
talking
I'm
about-
pretty great. Yeah, all right.
You are.
It's
That was
it's
a fun
whatever.
show to be on. That was great.
I want to do it
had a
more.
good
I had a really good.
Well,
time.
you'll have plenty of opportunities now.
Yeah, I hope everyone drops off like flies. I hope all you pussies stay home so I can do all your radio spots.
Put up, shut up,
Fucking
and
wimps.
stand up. Saturday nights at 7:00 here at Govs Radio. Again, we're trying to fill up a lot of our time so that we can just entertain and keep some smiles and again maybe even
So can
get
I
some money.
Can
Yeah,
I throw a poll out to the people listening?
Absolutely,
Because the big black dick guy's sitting with me now that nobody's been getting those texts.
Yes.
Am I the
was
only
gonna
one
get to
getting the
that.
text
Yep.
of every pandemic or every news article? It's the big black dick guy. Neil, you've seen it, correct?
I have not seen the big black dick side of it
I
because
just
I
want to
don't
throw
click
that
on
out there.
anything.
Okay.
But I'll get the link and then I'll reply, really? And then they'll send me a photo of the guy.
Okay, because it's
And
either
like,
that or
oh.
I got 20 of the most fucked up friends, and we just
Well,
keep
that's what we were
circulating. That's
thinking,
what
yeah.
everybody here was thinking.
He kept showing us a black guy with his dick hanging
because
out.
Yeah.
because my thing was
Thought it was just a Saturday night for you. I
men
don't
and
know.
women
No
react-
judgment.
No, absolutely not. But men and women are reacting to this whole coronavirus differently, right? Like women, like you walk in my house and my wife's bleaching everything and she's spraying everything, and I'm just relaxed. Look at the big black dick guy. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be all right.
We're gonna be okay.
Look at the big.
Look at the big black dick guy. He's in every article about this virus. We're gonna be good. Just spraying
That's
everything.
it,
Women
right.
are completely handling this. I think this pandemic completely different.
Do certain groups think they're immune?
The big black dicks or the coronavirus?
Oh yeah, there's,
Either.
I'm sure there's groups that think they're immune to everything.
Like what? Give an example.
Quakers.
Well, Amish, right?
Good example.
Let's see. Who did we pick on? Quakers. Let's go.
Let's get them.
They
damn
were asking
Quakers.
if the Amish are even aware of the virus
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. If you don't have social media
right.
to scare the hell out of
As
you.
they said, is anybody ponied on up into Pennsylvania
Somebody
and let
sent
them
the
know?
smoke signals. Yeah.
Yeah, mule.
We think if something scared the American.
All right. So we mentioned Lou being on Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up on Saturday nights. Changing the subject for a couple minutes anyway. So now, speaking of, so that show it's a game show where
Lou, how long have you been doing stand up?
Oh, about almost 2 years.
2 years?
right. So we have relatively new comedians. They come in and they have some challenges. They get to do some of their act, and some of the more seasoned comedians like Neil, they get to judge and get points. And the winner gets a paid spot on the main stage at Governor's tomorrow.
How'd your
Probably in the summertime.
How'd your debut go?
My debut went pretty good.
Yeah, I wanted
Pretty
to
good.
go, but I
Yeah, you were
What the
scared to go out.
They're gonna
no, I was
reschedule.
gonna
They're gonna
say-
reschedule
They're
a
gonna-
handful of shows.
Yeah, because we only had 40, 50 people show up. They're gonna give us another date. So I'll get to do it again.
cool. I want to come.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I did my debut doing stand up on Sunday night, and it went well. But yeah, now you're not new, but you're newly returned.
Yes, I'm newly returned.
Right.
I've been on and off probably now 15, 20 years.
Wow.
And
Brett Favre of
a couple of things happen, when you're, life gets in the way.
Yep.
And then as I got older, you're married, kids, and, I always, so I, from Queens, always in the city working
You don't
in
say. You don't
restaurants.
seem like
yeah,
a Queens
I know,
guy.
it sounds like a Queens guy. But, most people in the city that come to the city, they're all coming in from Kansas and from Mississippi, and they're 18, and, you can just run away from the world
Right.
and pursue the dream. By the time I was 19, I owed fucking Tony A, this guy money, that guy money. I had to work. I couldn't just run into the city and escape my problems. So I always dabbled in it. And now I have a little more flexibility with my job because I'm in sales, and especially now I'm in food sales, so I probably don't have a job in a couple of weeks.
Can you get toilet paper?
I can definitely get toilet paper, but you're not going to be able to shit because you're not eating anything. So.
Oh, I'm eating.
Sallie, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Usually the
Oh,
loser
sure.
doesn't get anything. Here I am.
And then I was introduced
Oh,
to
I
you
love this.
through Joey Limo.
Yeah,
And
nice.
yes, and I said, I want to.
Oh yeah, this guy knows. This guy from Queens knows a Joey Limo.
Joey
Ah,
Limo.
surprise.
So I wanted to get back into the comedy thing, and this is actually like the first time I've gotten back up to kind of express my inner thoughts a little bit.
Well, now you know the truth. It was, Chris is back. Let's shut all the clubs down.
Yeah, that's it. It's not going to work. That's it.
No, I swear.
Or just tell them the clubs are shut down.
Right. We're going to close all the clubs or tell them they're closed and put them on a radio show somewhere.
I swear to God, I thought it was my fault
What got you started?
because I just started getting like some really good momentum and I was just like,
Right.
I just got into Caroline's. I just got into the stand, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, but you can look at it another way. You just released an album or an EP, was it? So now people are all home, so maybe they'll
Yeah, this
maybe
could
they'll
work
buy
out
it.
for you.
Where can they get your EP?
Where can we hear Neil?
Spotify,
Nice.
YouTube, my house,
But not more than 10 people.
Gov's Radio.
Yeah.
Hear me sing in my car.
What's it called?
The EP is live at Side Splitters.
Live at Side Splitters. Where's Side Splitters?
It's in Tampa.
Oh,
That shut down now too.
that's where a lot of people film their or tape their.
It's a nice place. Yeah.
It's a hot spot.
I mean, it's got nothing on Governors.
Right. What other clubs are
Does.
still open right now, trying to
Trying
get
to-
something going for the comedians?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Crazy shit.
I mean, we toyed
really
with like
is.
closing
How
down, but we're
depressing.
thinking, okay, it's a radio station. You open up the back door, you walk 2 steps, and we clean after every single show. So
TV stations
why
are
not?
open. Why can't a radio station be open?
Right.
I don't understand.
There's like
Yeah.
17 bottles of Lysol in this room.
I
think
know.
we're
It's
okay.
crazy,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I think we're all right. I've been using it like like cologne and perfume. You just spray it and walk into
And
it.
walk
you know?
into it.
They even have an adult child sitting at a. I mean, what radio station has that?
That's right.
Not many.
Yeah, you can get everything at neilrubenstein.com.
Oh, excuse me, but if it is reopened, I will be in the little room on May 22nd
There you
on
go.
Terry McNeely's. That will be my
Nice.
stage.
How do we feel
Back
about
up
that
to the
date, though? We
stage.
think May we should be good to go. You
Yeah,
think?
when do you think this will all be like done?
Well, that's the
You know?
idea. I
Like,
think it's
what's the idea?
15 days and it works, or it doesn't work and it's going to go a lot longer.
And we just
I
have
think
to-
that's why I think we're putting in every effort we can right now to say,
Right.
hey, everybody just stay the fuck away from each other. Except comedians like us that are just going to gather and not care. But I think, and then if it works, it works. If not, who the hell knows what's going to. I
And
feel like
who gets
Patrick
the flu
Swayze.
in April anyway? It's like,
Idiots.
It's like
Right.
enough already.
I just think I'm just so scared that it's like, yeah, it's 15. Everyone stay home for 15 days.
Like, where'd they get the
And then,
number from?
yeah, and then in 15 days, like, that didn't work. Everyone stay home for 90 days.
Right, like, where
Yeah.
did they come up with the 15? But what are we going to do?
Well, according to Contagion,
That was an
that was the
expert.
incubation
That's
period.
what I'm saying.
It
They're
was.
taking everything
I saw
from the
this, like I
movie.
told you guys,
Yep.
I saw it in like 2011 and re-seeing it again last night. I'm like, that happened 2 hours ago here. That happened, it's like they all sat around in the White House and watched this movie together and like made a plan.
Right. And they were
Right?
like, right, this is what
Same
we're doing.
verbiage.
Same words.
Crazy.
So-
Social distance.
Matt Damon in it?
Yeah,
It had Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Jude Law. It had
Yeah.
Kate Winslet or
She
Kate
was
Blanchett.
great.
Gwyneth
I gotta do a
Gwyneth
review.
Paltrow.
I'll do a review
Lawrence
for it.
Fishburne.
I gotta do a review for it.
Star-studded.
Emergency
It's really
review.
good.
But now you
More like a public
It's too
service
late.
announcement.
Everybody's seen it now. It's been
No, I know. That's why I like that.
I haven't seen it.
I
all right, we got a call. Let's take the call real quick. You're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, it's me, Felix. How are you?
Felix.
Felix.
Felix is
Hey,
on Let's Eat Long Island every Thursday at 1:30 here on Govs Radio, except for this week because his guests were too scared to bring in food, so they're canceling this week's show. Damn it.
Even my replacements canceled on me. It's unbelievable.
Even the scabs got
banging
scared.
in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Cook,
real
what we
quick,
got?
I want to say hello to my favorite sommelier, James.
Fancy words.
Hi, Felix.
How are you?
Good, man. James is fantastic. He's a great guest. And he's a plethora of information. Anything you want to ask.
Plethora. Wow.
Would
Like
you say
that? That's
you
from
know
Star
what the
Trek.
plethora is, El Jefe?
Haven't all those cigars like devastated you?
And my second
Taste?
question is, when you remodel the studio,
Yeah.
are you going to make room for big guys like me and James and the other guy in the corner there, or what?
That's why we were doing
All right.
this.
You know what? All right.
You just need to pull this out of
No, what? Here's my.
We
here's
can't.
my-
We tried.
Here's my idea, and I don't know. We're still in the planning stages. We're going to redo the studio during the summer. But here's my thought.
Not
I
during
have-
the quarantine?
Yes. The camera right now is on Neil.
Hi.
So you can see the doors behind Neil. There's a sliding glass door there where people go in. There's also the other door that goes into the control room. I'm thinking of turning this table around to face where we are so that when you walk in the doors, you're already behind the table.
Not comfortable.
And then, right. And then the cameras will be in this corner here.
Tony's not
facing that
Italian.
way.
He wants his back to the door.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable being exposed.
Hey, I got people. I got to know what's going on. I got to see it coming.
No. In fact, just the opposite. I am Italian, by the way, and I'm looking out as a loyal soldier. I'm looking out because if this table rotates, I'd be the one sitting right there. So I'm the first shot.
Right.
So
Then
you're
we got to
welcome.
have security.
You're welcome.
I think we're gonna have to end up just getting a different desk because it's too big for the room.
Smaller
And
table.
we just need to stop being so focused on this desk that doesn't fit this room. You know.
I mean, it's a nice desk.
I know we're
It's
taking
very
down the
nice.
wall and
It's
stuff.
chic.
Is it Formica?
It's for my
Formica.
Yeah.
I nailed it.
Yeah.
I sound like a man.
That's the handiest I've ever been.
been.
Just say the word carburetor and muffler. You sound manly.
How's
there's
that
a
first
guy-
one?
I'm sorry, Felix. Did you say something?
Carburetor?
Carburetor.
Did you
Some
s-
kind of I don't know, like more of like a nice background for the people and stuff like that.
Well, yes, we're gonna paint the walls. We're even gonna put up shelves so that each show can put up their own decoration. So each show has its own look to it.
Oh, that,
If you guys need
I-
pictures of me, let me know.
We
Okay.
need what?
Pictures of me.
Okay.
Yes. Not,
Yeah.
you read our minds. Yeah. See, Angel Pagano, she even says, "Yeah, don't lose weight. Just change the studio."
Tell him he'll never be a guest on my show then. No problem.
Well, no matter what, Felix, we were trying to help you, but we're not building a kitchen in here for your show, so you guys can cook.
Come on. A microwave and a coffee.
No.
That's it, man.
No.
Come on.
No. When you start cleaning up after yourself, we'll discuss this.
I'll clean up. No problem. I'll do that.
No, it doesn't.
But
All right.
it's-
How do you
Whatever,
cook a
I
rack
don't
of
know.
ribs in a microwave? Tune into this
Let's Eat Long Island every Thursday at 1:30 here on Govs Radio. Not this week, but hopefully
You should have the show
next week.
anyway. Just like talk about topics or have like that pretty music girl
If
on or
nobody
something.
is bringing food to Felix, he's not doing the
Is
show.
that it? You're not coming all the way in here because you're not going to get fed.
Save the donuts.
there is a box of donuts there.
Right? You've been on the show.
I've been on the show.
Right? That's what the show is. I sit back and people bring me food. He's like a king.
It's an educational show to promote local businesses
Yes.
and also discuss different variants of cultural food exchanges.
Wow.
People need that now more than ever.
Well, yeah,
Right,
of course. Absolutely.
By St. Patrick's Day show, we discussed why people wear the color green on St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
I'm wearing
It's an American thing.
This is off green.
I went with it.
They don't wear
Does
green in
anyone know
Ireland.
why?
Red.
They don't wear green
Oh
in
yeah,
Ireland.
tell us why.
What?
He just asked.
Does
Do
anyone
we
know
want
why
to know
you wear
why?
Patrick's Day?
My grandma told me to.
Yeah, because I get yelled at if I don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day.
Go ahead, tell us why.
Because
Tune in at 1:30.
if you wear green,
like
you're
one of those
invisible
news
to
cliffhangers.
leprechauns. And leprechauns can't pinch you then. That's the whole thing behind it.
What? If you wear green, a leprechaun can't pinch you? Is that what you said?
That is a real
Right.
issue.
Green makes you invisible to the leprechaun, so he can't see you.
Where the gold at?
Upon you.
Camouflage.
I just went with that leprechauns didn't exist.
I didn't know they had different rods and cones in their eyeballs.
If they but that explains a lot right now. So we convince the public to wear green to keep the leprechauns away. Then we can also fool them with some virus.
Right.
there you go.
Right.
What the hell?
So
That's
hey,
why we wear
Mine
green.
has a leprechaun
So
on
pale
it.
yellow for coronavirus?
What happened if we stopped gathering the terrorists of one? What happened to that?
Well, we should talk about something more
Yeah.
based in reality, like leprechauns.
I'll tell you though, even though it's St. Patty's Day, like driving here, it felt like a Jewish holiday.
Absolutely
Nobody's
right.
on the road, right?
Yes.
I was saying it.
Why has it got to be a Jew thing? What
Because
the
that's the only time,
Those are only midweek things.
Mr. Rubenstein, that's the only time that the roads are clear.
gabagool?
Hey, Columbus Day, you're still sitting in traffic. You go into Manhattan. Any Jewish holiday is like those. That's when I go into the city and drive. I'm like, this is like I own the freaking road here.
Which is ironic because on Jewish holidays, the
Did you?
Hey, Felix, thank you for calling. We appreciate it. We'll hopefully see you next week, man.
I'll talk to you later, hopefully.
All right, see ya. Felix, Chef Felix, right there for Let's Eat Long Island. Thursday afternoons on Cubs Radio.
Funny, change the whole studio instead of losing weight. It's like, hey, I got this new soap dish. Let me redo my whole bathroom.
Captain Jack says St. Patrick was Italian.
Yes, he was.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that. So how did
He
that...
was actually kidnapped, I think, and brought to Ireland, and then drove the snakes out.
That sounded real.
That
That sounded real. That sounded,
Well, we believe in leprechauns. Why wouldn't that be real? Huh?
And if you
You
look
just
it up,
gotta say it a certain way.
and
confidence.
if you look it up, his color is actually blue, not green.
Same pass?
If you go to Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, they're not wearing green; they're all wearing blue.
because they want the leprechauns to pinch them.
Yeah, maybe they.
Right.
Hey, they're kinky. What the hell?
Good
They
pension.
want the leprechauns to pinch them, and they kept the Smurfs away by wearing blue. I don't know. That was the best I can come up with.
Who
You
would
guys
win?
are the comedians.
A Smurf or a leprechaun?
What's that?
Who would win in a fight?
Smurf,
Smurf? Why?
They?
because
They're scrappy.
They are.
they fight. They like they have to.
I'm
That's
calling
right.
leprechaun
They
on
do
that
have
one. No,
actual
no, no,
real
no.
world
oh
experience.
wait,
I'm going with
the
whoever.
fighting Irish guy is a
I'm
leprechaun.
fighting
Fighting
Irish, and they're
Irish.
fucking drunk all the time.
Exactly.
That's it.
I'm going with whoever
They
doesn't
got-
have
they
the
got
virus.
whiskey
And they're not
fists.
above pension.
Ow, you smurfed me.
I'm so sad. I know that song.
I think the coronavirus hit this room.
Hit it hard.
Bobby Inns, he says he prefers the studio red. It used to be red.
Yeah, me too.
And he says he loves how it was so much trouble to repaint the logo that instead of that we just put a frame around it instead of painting that area of the room.
Yeah, very best here.
It's a high budget here. Wow. All right. Let's see. So, I mean, it's weird because usually we talk about other stuff, but I just don't think anybody's.
Let's
really-
talk Tom Brady then.
All right. Did you? I bet Sally didn't even hear the news.
No, what
Oh,
happened?
he's not returning to the Patriots.
No way. Where's he going?
He has not announced where
dude.
he's going, but he announced on social media, and he thanked all the fans for the 20 years of support.
That's right.
Wow.
I think he's going into that little basement thing that he was talking about.
Yeah,
The punk rock
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Insane
And
asylum?
injecting
He's gonna
himself
inject himself
Oh,
in
do you
AIDS.
think- Do you think he's just retiring?
He didn't say retiring.
Like,
he
do you
said,
think he is
No,
retiring?
no.
No, he's going.
No,
Where do
he's-
you think he's going?
I don't know.
XFL.
You know what? They've already overpaid a ton of bad quarterbacks, so there's really not that many teams. I mean, I would wish he would come to the Jets just for 1 year, just to
Yes,
really
yes.
stick it to the Pats.
It's funny. I was
fans,
reading like Ron.
That'd be great.
Ron
We will give you $1
Gronkowski.
billion.
Yeah.
Pinky.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
When Rob Gronkowski retired, he like I was just reading last week. He wants to go into the wrestling. Like he wants to be a wrestler,
wants to be a
professional
wrestler.
wrestler.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I want him to be a wrestler.
All right. Do you want to do?
What? Oh, you want to do the ads?
Yeah.
Oh, it's our ad man is calling.
The sad thing is the Jets still will not have a chance to win that division.
Nope.
Right.
I've been waiting
Yeah.
20
Oh,
20
absolutely.
years. I've been waiting
Around
for this
with
guy
the
to not be the
Patriots.
quarterback of the Patriots to give us a shot. You know, Mono. Sam Darnold guaranteed he's got coronavirus. He's out 9 months already. Out 9 months.
Hey, I think we got it.
Oh, there he is. Hello there, Dr. Pichelle. How are you, buddy?
Doing well. How are y'all?
Doing all right. Doing all right. What's it like down there in? What do you got? Oh, you got your Govs Radio shirts in the background. Very nice. Knockem Dead Comedy and the Govs Radio, and you're even wearing one. You got your Govs Radio swag. Look
You
at
drinking
you.
beer?
Look at you. Yeah. What are you drinking?
Doesn't look like it tastes good.
An orange vanilla Coke Zero. #, not a sponsor.
What's
Is that why you make that funny face every time you sip it?
Oh, hold tight. I'm going to make a lot of funny faces.
Hey, so what's it like down there? Just yesterday, someone I know came back from Florida. They were vacationing in Florida, and they said it's like down in Florida. They said it's like nothing's going on down there. Is that the same where you are in North Carolina? Is that the same, or are people getting shut down? And people panicking down there too?
It's slowing down for sure. I think it was just this morning that they did the restaurant and bar shut down. Like restaurants are just takeout.
They just started doing that.
Through.
Why are they attacking the restaurants?
I know the
and
restaurants
bars?
and bars, right? It's insane.
That's the one industry where those people. There's no makeup for it. You
Right.
don't go. You don't open. There's no makeup
Right.
for it. You lose the money. That's it. There's no insurances. It's just insanity.
And what about an educated man like yourself? You think this is a lot of overreaction?
I actually don't.
Really?
I think it's the most uncertain thing that we've faced in our lifetime. And based on what's going on in Italy, I mean, I understand the huge impact of everything, but based on everything that has gone on in Italy, it sure looks like getting ahead of the curve, and the whole flattening the curve thing is probably wisdom to me, in my opinion.
Well, all right. I mean, I'll give you that. If we're talking just the rest of the month, then I guess it's really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. But again, that's assuming it's only going to be for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
Are you sure?
Hashtag
Are you sure
not a
that
real
wasn't
doctor.
Kool-Aid that you're drinking there?
Well, he just said it himself. Hashtag not a real doctor. Well, I didn't say as a doctor. I said as an educated man, because you are a doctorate, so you're a lot
honestly,
smarter than anybody in this room except for James.
one of the guys, one of the professors on my dissertation committee did a lot of studying of modeling diseases, and that's not something that I ever wound up studying. Like under the subcategory of epidemiology, I took some classes, but I didn't study any of the advanced modeling, so I truly can't professionally comment on that.
All right. Well, I was just asking your opinion.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
Googling epidemiology.
Lots of big words. Like I said, an educated man.
How can you Google it?
How do you spell it? I can't even Google it.
Maybe he can help us get past spelling
Why
in third
people
grade.
get things.
All right. All right. So
How many
you
people get them?
are you ready to do the ads, and Miss Dr. Pichelle?
I am ready.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is ad time. There are maybe a few extra boys and girls here since everyone's home. Anyhow,
That's right.
the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza, Bella Vista Pizza for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza. In these trying times, Bella Vista remains open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, taking every precaution to keep everyone healthy and safe. Bella Vista is offering curbside pickup. Simply call them when you arrive and they will bring your order out to you. In accordance with the state's mandate, the dining room will be closed until further notice. For delivery customers, Bella Vista is offering a drop-off service, credit card only. They will call you when your order is being dropped at your door. Bella Vista can also be found with their partners at DoorDash and at Uber Eats for additional services. As a thank you, please enjoy 10% off your delivery or curbside orders when you mention the Facebook post for Thursday, March 16th. Bella Vista is located at 154 Minette Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minette Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos. Check them today. Also, follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Kajemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Kajemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. Hey, room full of guests.
Yes, sir.
Do the guests know what happens when you work with Gina? Because I'm about to tell them.
No, they do not know.
When you what?
All right.
When
What's
you-
happened to the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island? Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your
Head spin. There he goes. He's doing his spin. There he goes.
That's right. It will make your head spin. And, of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world, with the perpetual disclaimer that these are by design comedic murder mysteries, 100% real comedy mystery, 100% comedic murder. No humans or animals are harmed in the making. Hey, room full of guests. Do you want to see a boring murder mystery?
No.
They can't hear me, can they?
No.
They can,
Hear you now.
yeah, actually, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, we're briefly commenting about the kind of boring murder mystery where some crusty old pee pants says, "There's been a murder in the park." Excuse me. Ethel, no, Ethel, you have this Don Sill fixation. He's not there. Eric's not there either. Tony, Sallie, and a whole room full of people. I don't even. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, there's been a murder in the parking lot of some character you never met. I mean, really? No one wants to see that. Here's what we want. We want the full experience of a Knockem Dead comedy murder mystery where you can meet and hang out with the character who will ultimately and soon meet their comedic demise. You see the comedic murder happen right before your eyes as you laugh, sing, and dance as a part of the action at a Knockem Dead comedy murder mystery show. On Instagram, follow at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. On Facebook, in that little box at the top of your screen, type in Knockem Dead Comedy and hit enter. You're welcome. Room full of people. Sallie, Tony, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
Super job
Yes.
at the edge, and nice job with the Bella Vista Pizza.
Well, I'm just thinking it
information, yeah.
used to be Bella Vista, good fucking pizza.
Oh yeah.
And now it's this whole big thing, curbside delivery. Blah, 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 blah. Used to be a much easier ad before the coronavirus.
You're absolutely right. Yep.
Changes everything.
He's even got an ad at the bottom of the thing.
Thank you, Ken, for mentioning Knockem Dead Comedy. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com for information on who we are, what we do, photos, videos, and who's that? Is that you? Oh, so we lost Ken. Oh, okay. Good.
I'm here.
Oh, you are there. Okay.
No, Governor's Comedy is calling you.
Yeah.
I know, isn't that weird?
Oh, you weren't answering.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I felt weird.
It's the ghost
I
of
don't
Holy
wanna-
shit,
I don't want
that's
to put them on the air.
It's the ghost of Governor's Comedy.
Yeah.
Clean the microphone.
I thought about it.
All right. Maybe go knock on the door over there. See what. Maybe they're telling us to leave.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
They just changed the occupancy.
Yeah, the government just
It's
shut
now
down
2
everything.
people.
Disinfect the studio.
Scrub that down.
So go to knockemdeadcomedy.com.
You will not move that desk. We heard what you were talking about the desk. Not moving that desk.
Sally, did you bring up the desk again?
And speaking of great comedy shows, go to govs.com as well. Keep up to date on what's happening in Governor's Comedy Clubs. Hopefully the shows will be up and running again soon. And when they do, they're going to take good care of you. They give you free admission codes and whatnot. So go to govs.com. Get on their mailing list. And in the meantime, enjoy Governor's Comedy Club radio. Governor's Comedy Club radio, govsradio.com. Lots of great shows here. Today is Tuesday. We have Anthony Rodia and Goomba Johnny coming in tonight for Sorry for What. That's at 8 o'clock. Two Girls, One Mic. The Porncast is on immediately after them on the audio tab only
How come
on our
I'm not
website.
on that show?
Yeah, right?
They're in California.
But
It's just a podcast, but
yeah,
they're
they
great.
just do audio.
They're two women who are just fantastic, and they pick up porn and they analyze it and discuss it. It's really funny. They really do a great job.
Yeah, it is great. And lots of great shows here. We're trying to keep the programming coming, especially while you guys are at home and hopefully looking for a good laugh. We are working on some stuff to go along with the great shows that we do have already here. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so tomorrow you got us at 11 a.m. Eric and Danielle will be hosting that show tomorrow. Tomorrow night you got
Chit Chat Wednesdays.
Chick Chat Wednesdays with Eric and Danielle on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Tomorrow night at 7:30, Three's Company with Tony Landolfi, Mandy Jones, and Bonnie Scalisi, followed after that by Punk Rap, etc. And we do have, like I said, some surprises coming your way. And don't forget your swag as I play the commercial. There you go, Teespring. Get your hats, get your shirts, get your socks. And, of course, we got the mugs right there, all with the Govs Radio logo on it, just like Ken's shirts. The Govs Radio logo on it, and you can get possibly your favorite radio show logo on there as well.
Too.
Mugs and hats and T-shirts, all sorts of good stuff.
That's
Actually,
great.
well, there's stickers. There's Govs Radio stickers in there if anybody wants them. Because stickers are popular. Go to teespring.com to get your Govs Radio swag. Even the stickers are wiped down clean.
It's sitting in an old coffee cup. I don't know. This needed to be sprayed.
I even see that every day.
Teespring.com. Very nice. Search Govs Radio. That's right. Govs Radio is on Spotify.
Also, don't forget to take that phone number and call it.
We're on teespring.com. We're on Spotify and on your smart TVs, on your Roku's, on your Apple TVs. Go to the app that's called Boxcast. BOXCAST. It's the Boxcast app on your smart TVs, your Roku, your Apple TV, your Fire Stick, and you will find Govs Radio shows. So that's right, Ken.
Hey, Tony,
Go ahead.
did you say that
I did.
right now?
Yes.
We're on TV?
We're on television.
We're on TV!
That's right. So and coming soon to Amazon. Coming soon to Amazon as well. So you can find your favorite govsradio.com shows on all those great platforms. And once again, Dr. Bichelle, super
Ken.
job. Oh, yes, you can. Thank you. You can contact us at govsradio@optimum.net if you have any suggestions, any show ideas, or maybe just some skit ideas for our shows. Anything you'd like to talk to us about, you can contact us on govsradio@optimum.net. Or if you just go to govsradio.com, you can contact us through the site as well. Currently looking for advertising spots on Govs Radio. There you go. So thank you, Dr. Ken. Be safe down there. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. That's right. All the great Governor Governor's Comedy Club, Levittown, Belmore, and Bohemia. All of them closed right now.
And eventually,
That's right. Well, yeah, hopefully you can still catch Knockem Dead Comedy at 317 Main in Farmingdale. That's May 13th and 14th. Hopefully we're still doing our shows there. Hopefully all this garbage is all
What do we
cleaned up
think?
by then.
At the Moose Knuckle.
And the Moose Lodge. Yeah,
What is it? What does this guy think? Over under May 13th.
What do you think, Ken? You think we're back to normal by May 13th?
No, he doesn't think so.
truthfully, I do not.
Really?
You think we're all still at home, locked up?
Did you hear that, Ken?
Possibly. I did. Possibly.
Coming in? Wow, possibly. All right, there you go.
I think it depends hugely on how much the number of cases increases during the next 2 weeks.
I'm sorry, Ken. Could you mind repeating that?
I said I think it depends hugely on the increase in the number of cases during the next 2 weeks.
All right, so, but you don't think that we will be back to normal by May? So you think the number?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said May. Yeah, that's hard to tell.
Right.
That's
okay.
hard to, I think we're learning about a week at a time right now. So I'm sorry, I misspoke referring to May. No, I was thinking about 2 weeks from now. I mean, we're just going to be looking at what's happened in the 2 weeks time.
Okay. All right.
Well, I just got the new listing of dates for the comedy class, and they begin in May.
So Governor's, so looks like,
Hopefully.
Governor's is hoping to be back up by May. So it's only another month and a half.
Governor says we'll be fine.
Oh, Governor said?
Governor said, man.
Well, if Governor said.
Well, it's as good as the Governor saying it, I think, right? Same amount of information.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, we're not talking about Governor Cuomo or Governor. We're talking about Governor's Comedy Club.
Yeah, so you're on Sunday and Wednesday.
So I'm doing
Sunday and Wednesday at Governor's.
May 3rd and May 6th. I'm back on Governor's stage. Oh, both of them are here.
Yeah.
You think?
Nice.
Do we think? What do you guys think? Over or under May 3rd?
I'm going to say yes.
I think
You're saying under?
before.
Yeah.
Sally?
I think we'll be good in May.
I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
You guys, you're on the
I am
fence.
hoping.
Here's
we're
the thing,
good.
I feel like the people that are, having a difficult time with it. There's not that many people that are dying, so
Are
I
we
think we're
leaving
going to
this guy
try
on?
for. Ken just stays.
Okay. Sorry. The people that are dying are dying.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to do this big great chance of staying away from each other for several weeks, and then we just kind of have to move on because it's just the flu.
Yeah, maybe people like start washing their hands more regularly now. In
Yeah,
life in general.
it's coming
Yeah,
to
yeah.
flu
Like they
season
should be
ending
anyway.
Do you think that there'll be an overall sentiment in America where it's like, all right, we gave it a shot, now you die from it?
Yes.
We're gonna get.
I kind of feel like
Yeah,
that's
all I know.
That's what Americans would do.
All I
yeah.
know is
Yeah.
I can shit up until April 24th, and then I run out of toilet
And then you
paper.
run out of toilet
So
paper?
then it's a
Yeah.
problem. Then it affects my life.
Yeah, I have. We did the math, and we have about a 28-day supply,
Yeah.
and that's barring diarrhea.
But right, I was going to say, how do you measure that?
Let me
How
ask
do
you a question.
figure
So
that out?
here's a big problem.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Is it 2-ply?
No, it's single ply. We're a single ply house.
Oh shit!
Single
here's-
ply house.
but
If it was 2-ply, you just pull it apart and you double your
Yeah.
game.
Double. Yeah.
But then I wrap it a double time. But here's the issue. So here's what
It's a sloppy procedure at home.
here's what has to happen.
See, I
So-
think there's some people are using more toilet paper than others. I think
Because they
that's
have
gonna
so
be the
much of it
problem.
now. They're
Yeah.
like,
You know who's going to benefit from all this? The plumbers.
The
That's who's going
plumbers.
to benefit from all this.
Yes.
So
4
I-
squares. That's it, people.
I drink Coke Zero, which has
So is he.
so you probably have what I have. It has Alestra in it. So now I have a faulty turd clipper. So I have to wipe a couple extra times. Yeah, I have to wipe a couple extra times on a big Coke Zero day.
Well, you're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
It's DJ D Love.
DJ D Love. Are you being careful out there, DJ D Love?
Yes, I'm home just chilling like crazy.
Chilling like crazy. All right. Do you? How'd you do on your job interview?
I did pretty good, but my boss had to check into one thing. Like he had to check into one thing for me, and after that, she got hired. And he
Oh,
said,
okay.
Yeah, he's gonna check and see if I don't need my high school diploma. If I need that, I'll get hired.
Nice.
Very nice.
Good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You got a celebratory song you'd like to sing for us today?
Oh no, I got some good news to tell you guys. That's what I tell you.
Yeah. I thought that was the good news.
No, that's such a good news.
Oh.
The good news is, do everybody like New Kids on the Block?
I'm sorry, say that
Does anyone
again.
like New Kids on the Block?
Oh, New Kids on the Block?
Nobody.
Like, yeah, nobody.
We're having a New Kids on the Block reunion today. They're all here. They're here with us now.
Well, no. Do you know who text? Because it gets to be texting me on Instagram lately.
Who?
Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg has been texting you on Instagram?
I thought you were going to say Joey Fatone had coronavirus. I thought that was the good news. Bye. I got great news. The little queer one on the left. He's got coronavirus.
The little queer one.
Go ahead, DJ. You got more?
I got more. Wait a minute. It gets better than this.
It gets better. Great.
Yes. I'm going to his studios when this virus gets out.
You're going to Donnie Wahlberg's studio when the virus is done?
Yes, I am.
Does he know about this?
Yes. Listen, guys. Wait a minute. Don't laugh at this one.
Okay.
He invited me. He invited me to come over there.
Really?
Nice.
Yes, and he gets me better than this too, guys.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be a best guest DJ at his concert.
You're going to be a guest DJ at his concert?
Yes, I am.
How did that happen? Would you win a contest or something?
No, he text me. And also, guys, I'm getting paid big bucks to do this.
You're getting paid big bucks to do this?
Yep.
Wow. Well, look at you. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yes, and I'm getting paid $2,000 paid cash money.
$2,000 cash money. Wow.
You shouldn't say that on the radio.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
You can buy a lot of toilet
He
paper with
lives
that.
out east.
Does he have toilet paper?
You can buy a lot of toilet paper with that money.
I just said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I was listening to Neil. Sorry. Well, that's great news. And when is this going to happen?
When the virus cuts out,
After. Right. So you're going to plan it after the virus is contained.
2025.
So, yeah, that's
Hey, as long as it isn't August 17th.
Yep, it gets coming.
As long as it's not August 17th.
That's right, Dennis. DJ D Love, you're coming in here August 17th. So if Donnie Wahlberg tries to book you for that day, you tell him you're busy. Tell him to keep his $2,000.
Don't worry about that. I'm coming on August 17th. But I'm waiting till the virus cuts out first, and I'm going to come in there. I'm going to I can't wait to tell you about my show. And that's one thing I'm going to tell everybody, that Donnie Wahlberg gets you going with me to Boston, guys.
His wife?
No, my cousin can be my bodyguard.
Your cousin's going to be your bodyguard. That's a good idea. You're going to need it. There's going to be a lot of people trying to.
So he'll be the one holding the cash?
I'm going to be holding.
He'll need the security.
What does he look like?
What's it look like?
No, I would be holding the cash. I'll be holding the cash, and I'll be getting. Guess what, guys? I'll be hooking up a studio for you guys too. I'll be profit. If I get the money, I give you some money for the studio too.
Oh wow! All right. Well, you don't have to do that, but that's a very nice gesture.
Am I
Thank
allowed
you.
to make fun of this guy?
And
I don't know.
hey,
A little bit.
wait a minute, it gets better too, guys.
Go ahead.
It gets better.
He
Yeah.
sounds like maybe I can't make fun of him.
He's asking permission.
Yeah.
Hold on, listen.
Yes. Listening.
All those radio comedy. Look to my.
You know what I mean?
Listen, guys.
We're listening, DJ. Go ahead.
I was saying, all you got to book. If I'm gonna give you tickets to the, if I give you tickets to, listen, I was just saying. Hold on a second. Sorry for a second.
We hear you. You're going to get tickets.
Yeah, if I get tickets, get you coming.
Okay, that'll be great. DJ,
No,
let me.
I said get you come to the show.
DJ, let me just ask you a serious question for a minute. Did Donnie Wahlberg ask you for any personal information?
No.
All right, because if he does, go talk to somebody in your home there. Because if he asks you for a credit card or your address, or just make sure somebody in your home knows about it. All right?
You can't make.
No, actually,
I
wait a
just
minute,
realized.
hold a second, guys. Wait a minute. And Donnie Wahlberg, listen.
Yeah.
Donnie Wahlberg works with my brother, my cousin, at Blue Bloods.
DJ, let me ask you a question. DJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, he can hear you. Yeah.
What's your social security number?
No, I'm not just telling you that. Sorry.
Good idea, DJ. Good idea. Oh, so he works for you.
Wait a minute, guys. Hold up.
Yeah.
And when I do the concert, and Kiss is coming.
Who?
All Girls Radio Comedy. Welcome to my concert in Boston. I'll
All
love
right.
you guys.
Oh, well, if that happens, yeah, we'll take a trip up to see you. So you're saying that your cousin works on Blue Bloods, and that's how he got Donnie Wahlberg in touch with you?
No, I got in touch with him, and I texted him yesterday about this guy named Boy. If you don't guys follow Blue Bloods, if you guys don't follow Blue Bloods like that,
No, I don't. No.
Problem with the connection.
the direction.
All right. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks a lot, Dennis. We're gonna go. Thanks, Dennis.
Hang it up.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hang it up.
Okay.
Hey, how's your mother?
Wow.
Okay, Ken. I'm gonna get off the phone. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
Booyah.
Ah, funny. Thanks.
No, Ma.
Y'all.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, that's great. If I just hope it's real. I just hope it's real.
No, it was good advice.
Over under, is it real?
You sure that wasn't Jack from Tropic Thunder?
Simple Jack. Simple Jack. Simple Jack.
When I close my eyes, I see movies on my memories.
So maybe it's a good.
Make my eyes rain.
This is a good thing. So everybody's going to be quarantined, and they're all going to watch movies, so they'll know. Everybody will know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know, Ma.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He really lit up on the retard throttle.
You never go full.
I'll be damned. He really lit up on the retard throttle.
Me? I know who I am. I'm the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Wow.
But seriously, a nutless monkey could handle your job.
A nutless monkey.
Less.
Oh my god.
All right. So before we did the ads, we were talking about. I don't know if you finished the Tom Brady thing.
The Tom Brady thing.
No,
Yeah.
but then you
So the
said-
Raiders. Someone said.
But now they just said Mariota signed with the Raiders.
Okay.
Breeze signed with the Saints.
Okay.
He's got nowhere to go. I think he's retiring.
I heard Buccaneers.
No, really. Maybe the Panthers, because what's his name wants out. Newton wants out.
Oh yeah.
I'm still saying XFL.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still saying XFL. You watch, he's going to be a coach.
I mean, listen, he could pull like a LeBron James shit and just go to a team and immediately bring him to the Super Bowl, and then it would just be like hell.
Just
like
flexing
hell.
his.
Just flexing.
Just
his-
flex.
Yeah,
Vince
just hell.
McMahon is sitting in his office going,
Tom, I really like what you've got here.
You know, it's like, you know who doesn't shut down for coronavirus?
Yeah, the XFL.
It's because nobody's
We're going to
going.
lay it to smack it down, brother.
We're used to playing in empty stadiums anyway.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, right? Nothing's changed.
That's what I said. Nickelback is still touring.
Someone actually today said, like, coronavirus is like Nickelback, where, like, Nickelback sold 10 million albums, but I don't know anyone who owns one.
It's true.
Must have a lot of family members at Nickelback.
I don't know anybody listening to him.
Jeez.
I think it sounds like that. I have an idea. Someone, you guys are not going to be familiar with this. Ali Spignola. She's like a big YouTube personality. She does a lot of like she'll do like this song in the style of this person. Like she does those things.
Oh, I've seen a lot. I've seen
So-
those things.
And
yeah.
then she'll do like a 10-minute video of how she did it, like a breakdown. Like so, she's got like her MIDI keyboard next to her, and she's like, "Oh, I use live bass for this part, and oh, this is the chords they use."
What the hell is this guy doing?
This guy's gonna.
I think you should have taken that phone call.
Does he have a hazmat suit on?
We got guys in hazmat suits running through the hallway.
Should we leave? Should we leave?
I think I saw a hand sticking out of that little that garbage can.
We're just.
Do we need to
keep
leave?
on trucking. Keep on trucking.
We have an unanswered phone call and hazmat suit.
The truth is, he walks by with that like every 2 weeks. So that is totally funny.
Man.
Yeah.
The first time he walked by, I was
I'm
like,
sure.
"What the heck is that?"
It's official. I'm scared right now.
Should we bring
it's
Brian
coming.
inside?
He's all right. Is he all right? Is he there?
No, he's
No,
fine.
he's immune. He's immune. He's of the age group that's immune. Right? Aren't like under 20 is like
Millennials are-
totally.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing
Yeah.
happens to them. Yeah.
They're like the cockroaches of the
Rotten bastards.
of the human race.
The only ones that could go to work don't want to go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And we're like, now you're forced to.
Yeah, now you're
And we're all
forced to.
dead. So
That's it.
someone's got to plow a field.
Somebody's
What are you
gotta
guys
go.
gonna have to figure it out?
Put down the iPhone. Pick
It
up
is
the
true.
spatula.
Right.
Like my son Sam turned 20 today.
Well, he's gonna have to learn how to.
And
Happy
so
birthday, Sam.
college was canceled. He's a busboy at a restaurant, so the busboys were told not to come in.
Learn
'cause-
to plow.
Yeah, because they're not. It's a slower
Still do that in
restaurant.
trade school?
But yeah, so now he's just
Learn
like
to hoe a row of corn.
he's like home doing like video games, and I'm like,
Yeah, my upstairs neighbor. I was like leaving. I heard the upstairs door open, so I poked my head out yesterday, and he's like, "You're all right." I'm like, "Yeah, I just need human contact." He's like, "Do you have any video game consoles?" I was like, "No." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go upstairs with my video games." I'm like, I'm not. I'm gonna stare at a blank TV.
Man.
Yeah, this is crazy though. I have a 7-year-old, and it's like he's home all day long playing video games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's Christmas for
But
him.
it's Christmas, but
lucky little
and the
bugger.
funny thing is, it's like thank God that today's world he can play with his friends
Online,
somehow.
yeah.
Like, I tell he doesn't understand the concept, and I'm like, when I was playing, if my friend wasn't at the house,
you don't have anything to do.
Right.
We weren't hanging out. We weren't talking to each other. He's
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, this is it."
Right.
Like my younger guy has like friends in other countries that he plays online
old?
with. Like
Young.
he's 15.
Amazing.
Friends in other countries.
Well, and my other
They're
son
all
is
50
turning
and
25.
50-year-old men.
They're all 50-year-old men on TikTok.
I'm like, don't show me your penis.
Right.
That's all like.
They're not even into. I'm telling you, pedophiles on TikTok aren't into penises anymore. They just want to watch young girls dance.
And
That
you know
is-
this
it is-
how?
Yeah, it's fetishes.
Because
They got
TikTok
fetishes.
is the biggest thing in the world,
That's
and
all
it's
they do.
just 50-year-old men and young girls dancing.
No, the pedophiles are on TikTok.
That's what I liked about another time we were kind of in sort of shutdown mode was when we had that blackout. Was it 2006?
That was a long time ago,
whatever
yeah.
that was. But the kids were outside playing.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
was
yeah.
outside,
Wow.
jumping in each other's pools to keep
I
cool.
invited the neighbors today if it was going to be nice. We'll go to the park, play pickup game with the kids, get them together. Everybody's like, "No, you got to keep everybody away from each other." I'm like, "No, you don't."
No, you don't. Not outside.
I'm like, I'm gonna kill somebody in my house if I don't get out or we don't get out of this house. Some people. are
Or
gonna
when
die.
Pokemon
Right.
Go came out a couple of years
Mississippi.
ago, and
Yep.
like our teenagers were walking around the streets, they're like, "This is so
Yeah.
weird." I'm like, "These kids are gonna get hit."
Right, I'm like,
like
oh.
they have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
skill set to
Right.
get out of the road, right? They like no one has
None.
ever told them
But
like,
wasn't
get
it-
on the
Yeah, get on the
sidewalk.
But that was like a funny thing, too, because it was like everyone was like, "Stop playing video games, get out of the house." And then they got out of the house playing video games, and were like, "Get back in the house! You're going to get murdered!"
Yeah.
But there's a little blue thing in that backyard.
Like, yeah, it's called the Crips. They're going to kill you. Get back in the house!
Bonnie Scalisi says hello to Lou Pratz.
Hey, Bonnie.
Jew.
Andy Bajada says.
Wow.
I bet she has toilet paper.
Don't worry, Bonnie. You're not a Jew.
Bonnie's behind right now. I am.
She was so sweet to me the other day.
She is sweet.
And I just launched it. I'm sorry, Bonnie. You're such a sweet woman.
Princess women. She's great, Bonnie.
Oh my God.
Poor Bonnie.
All right.
Guys, check out Bonnie's comedy. She's so funny.
She is. Bonnie Scalisi. She's great. And she hosts a show here at GovsRadio.com. Three's Company. It's on Wednesday nights at 7:30. And they will be here. They will be here tomorrow. And they have their guests are a Rolling Stones tribute band. Bonnie, what is it? Street Fighter? Is that the name of them? Rolling Stones tribute band playing here tomorrow with.
I know those Street Fighter guys.
I can't believe Felix is
I booked
canceling
them
his show
when
because
I
he's
worked
not
at the
getting
Emporium. I
fed.
booked Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't matter to anybody.
How is that even possible?
How's what possible?
Like, I'm still not over Felix canceling the show because he's not going to get fed.
Oh.
Crazy. Come in and do your show.
How's he not getting fed? It's only delivery now.
Yeah, you call up any restaurant.
That's true,
Get
yeah.
fed.
Which is like last week with Grubhub. Only it's this week.
It's the same.
Go back to calling Bonnie a Jew.
Look, they're not all gonna be hits, all right? So fucking,
Every day
I was batting pretty good. All right?
You've been doing all right.
I have one dead one. I have a dead one. You only make the shots you shoot or something.
There you go. Yeah. He can't hear. He doesn't have headphones on.
I heard him, but that was like a while later.
I'm slow.
I'm doing well enough that you couldn't find that right away.
There you
So
go.
I
You're
feel
right.
like I'm
You're
all
absolutely right.
Can I ask you a question? Because the first time I've been
X.
here, is that place next door? Does it always have a line through the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
okay.
they're-
Yes.
Yeah, in
I
the
thought
morning
they were really
'cause-
capitalizing
in the
on
morning because they're
hysteria.
breakfast. They're bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Okay. Because I figured dairy bonds are like they're
Yeah.
back. The dairy bond's gonna make a
They're
comeback.
We did it, you guys. We lasted. we
made it.
outlasted the Twinkies.
The three of us that stood it out.
Yeah, they closed the actual deli. It's the drive-thru is the only thing that's open in there.
Yeah, I actually just walked through their side thing and I'm like, feed me.
Please.
I know it's still a little like you.
Because like, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't want to get in my car, go back in. So I just ran to the door. And
It's still got to be odd grabbing food from somebody with gloves and masks and
Right,
goggles. It's like, well, what's
Yep.
going on inside?
I would hope they're wearing gloves and
Well, what's
are.
going on inside?
No, they are. Like, that's what's inside. Like, I walked right into their back kitchen,
No, but
and they all have gloves.
It's all bullshit though, because like, the guy puts on the gloves, but then like sneezes into his glove and then hands you money.
Money. That's
Yeah.
Like the guy had all the things on, and then I handed him my credit card, and I'm like, oh, who knows where this? Like as soon as I pulled it out of my wallet, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the start of the movie Contagion.
Contagion. It was the
Yeah,
that's the debit
because
card.
she
was.
puts the debit card and you get there's it's just like soft music playing and no
Yeah,
one's saying anything, and
pressing
they
your
take it and they put it in
pin.
there, and then someone comes up and touches the thing, and someone else touches it next, and it goes like.
I'm telling
so
you, this
fast.
is exactly. I have no idea what this
That
is.
first day,
Again, I've never seen this
It's
movie.
on it's on
I've never seen this
Amazon
movie.
for like $3.
Yeah.
that first one of those first days, like last Wednesday or whatever, I went to the McDonald's on 2nd Avenue in Manhattan, and it's just the two little kiosk things, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not-
You're like,
that.
I'm like, I'm not
"Ew."
poking this.
No.
Get a
I was
pencil.
like, yeah. So I'm
Right.
like, I'm like, I need to
You have to
speak
wear
to a
those,
person.
like,
You're like, I'm just going to go to the
winter-
counter and let him
Yeah.
fuck up my order again.
Winter gloves, you can use your
Yeah, but then,
At least I have someone to blame, man.
and then
I
people
said
come
it
in
number
like they're just
4.
touching the thing, and I'm like, we're all doomed if this is real, which is obviously not.
It's the movie. They're just taking it right out of the movie. Right
Yeah,
now.
it does seem like it, doesn't it?
Word for word.
Bonnie says that she is a Jew and she's running out of toilet paper.
well,
and
she's
yes.
only half a Jew though, so that
Only
she
the
didn't
good
plan
half.
well. Yeah.
And yes, Street Fighter is the band that's coming in tomorrow on Three's Company. Our co-host Eric, who's not here today, he's chiming in. Eric had a stress test yesterday. He I believe he said everything came out fine. And he also knows a place Bonnie can get toilet paper, he says. So everybody contact Eric.
Well, yeah, text me. toilet paper.
Right, okay.
Well, the meatball shop in Manhattan is offering 1 roll of free toilet paper with every take, pickup, and delivery.
Really?
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Very cool.
Say that again.
The meatball shops in Manhattan, and I'll give
All-
a shout
all-
out to
all the
my friend
locations?
Dan
Meatball
and
shops?
all the locations.
locations?
If you put in a pickup order or a delivery order and
That's
you need a
good
roll
food,
of toilet
man.
paper, you
No
ask them and
shit.
they will send you a roll
You're
of
like,
toilet
no
paper.
shit.
And they're really good. Like, that place is dope.
Yeah. But I'm
Oh,
assuming
yeah, show off.
it's like a catch-22. It's a catch-22 because they're kind of telling you, like, listen, this is going to be good, but you're going to have to shit.
You're gonna
after you
shit
eat
a
it.
lot.
But that's a great little, if people need toilet paper, they're willing to give
They
it
believe
up.
in their product.
Wow. All right. So today is Tuesday. On Tuesdays here on our show, we still have a half hour.
Hey,
So-
Tony, what's
Yes,
the
sir.
first thing you would use if you ran out of toilet paper?
The first thing. Well,
And everybody start thinking about this. We're going around the room.
Three seashells
3?
Seashells?
from
You've
Demolition
never seen
Man.
Demolition Man?
Demolition
No.
Man, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
You review movies and you never saw that.
Plus, there's like tissue boxes. Like, I mean, there's other,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
So cardboard?
cardboard.
I have the wand in my shower. The magic wand thing, so.
Wait, what?
That's
You should
Just
get
poop
one.
and hop in the shower.
He opens up.
Bidet in the
He
shower.
opens up his phone. He looks at the black man's penis, and then he
That's
uses
it.
the
Then I go to
wand.
the wand.
They had a Harry Potter themed bathroom.
You should get one.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that reminds me of the old joke. The Italian guy and the Polak go into the forest camping, and they
You have trouble with shit sticking to your...
yeah, because they
It's
don't
a
have-
bear and a rabbit.
Bear and
Yeah,
a
bear and a
rabbit, yeah.
Well, no, that's a different joke. I'm talking the Italian. He has to take a dump, and they didn't bring any toilet paper. He uses a $1 bill. So they tell the Polak's like, "Oh, I gotta take a dump too. What do I, what'd you use?" He goes, "I wiped with a $1 bill." So the Polak goes behind the bushes. He comes back, and his hands are full of shit. And the Italian guy says, "Didn't you use $1 like I tell you?" He says, "Yeah, 3/4, 2 dimes, and a nickel." You guys don't know that? That's an old
It's like
joke.
it's
man.
like the other one. It's like 2 women go out for a long night of drinking, and they go out, and at the end of the night they're walking back, and they're like, "Ah, fuck, I really gotta take a shit." And the other one's like, "I gotta take a shit too." And there's no place to go, so they jump over the fence, and they're in a cemetery, and there's hello.
Sorry.
So they're in the
You've been
cemetery,
gone.
and they're like, "God damn it, really I gotta take a shit."
Too much setup.
This joke's free.
So.
So 20 minutes to deliver.
So they go, well, I don't, if I'm gonna take a shit, I don't have any toilet paper. What am I gonna use? Well, I've got my underwear. I'm just gonna use my underwear. So the other one's like, shit, I don't have any underwear on. So what am I gonna use? So she looks around, she sees something, she grabs for it, she wipes, gets back to the house. Next morning, the 2 husbands are, in the backyard, and they're all talking to one another. And they say, one says, "Oh man, my wife, she went out last night. She came home with no underwear on. I'm never letting her out again." And the other one says, "You think that's bad? My wife came home with a fucking banner hanging out of her ass saying, 'We'll miss you from the boys at the firehouse.'"
We have a serious question for. No, it was good. It was good. Bonnie is asking Lou
Oh.
if your son's program is open. Because
No.
yeah, she says that one of her boys' day hab is closed, the other is open, so she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know where to take him. That was actually the call I got. My daughter's program is closing tomorrow until further notice. So yeah,
closing
so
it.
they'll
No,
be
and that's
sitting
Closed. That's why he's
Yeah.
with me today.
Can I ask where he goes? Is that all right?
Well, he has a job coach.
Oh,
that
nice.
it's actually been closed for. He does Stony Brook. He works at Simon Center doing food prep and stuff.
Oh, nice.
But they're closed, so he's been doing nothing really. So I brought him
Right,
here
yeah.
today, and
Right.
it's funny we're talking about he has PDD. It's like pervasive developmental disorder. So
Okay.
on the spectrum.
Right.
But then you got these typical kids doing shit that he would never think of doing, like eating Tide Pods, dancing outside of cars, sticking coins in sockets. And my son's a woman with special needs. You know? It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what.
it's
yeah.
like part of his skit.
That
he
was
did.
the part of my bit the other night performing
what?
at
I'm
the
sorry.
brokerage. No, I don't care. You're stealing my jokes. No, I actually mentioned how they got it all figured out. I've learned how smart I'm not. through them.
You know?
And one example I use is that how many times you online somewhere and some annoying little shit comes up to you and starts talking, shut the fuck up. But they don't talk to you, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
He's great.
guys-
I bring him to every show.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yep,
Yeah.
every show I bring him. We went to.
How old is he?
He's 20 now.
Oh, okay.
Down in Revolutions.
in
Course of
Amityville?
Action.
Oh, sorry.
His favorite comedian is Steve Perillo.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way he dressed, he loved that. But Steve just started doing something. He just started laying down. He just laid down on the stage and started talking about 9/11.
Really?
And he was hysterical.
He is nuts, isn't he, Steve?
My son loved it.
Yeah, that sounds like a hilarious bit.
It's not. It was pretty funny, actually. But the way he just lays down.
You guys
My
know
son thought it was funny.
Paul Verdi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Verdi, is that his name? Bill Burr's guy? Paul Verdi or Verzi?
I think it's Verzi.
Paul Verzi?
Verzi?
With an S. Verzi? I forget.
Versace?
I don't know. He did
Versace.
he did
Good Versace.
he did Bill Burr, like Bill Burr Presents. But he has a joke where it's real. It's a true story. Where he says that he took his kid to a movie theater that was like all special needs
Yes,
run.
done that, yeah.
And you know, everyone, like, you know, there's a guy in a wheelchair taking tickets, and there's an autistic guy selling popcorn, and he said that the service was unbelievable. The service was great, and he says it's crazy because then you go to like a real movie theater and you're like, what is this kid retarded?
Yeah.
It's like the perfect joke.
That's what kills me about some people. Like, a lot of my friends, like, you introduce them to someone and you can tell my son, has issues. And I tell the person, I'm sorry if he's ignoring you, he has autism. And they're like, oh, that's okay. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm glad. It would be kind of awkward if you said, who brought this freaking autistic kid in here, It's like, thank you for it being okay.
And he's been doing fine. He's been sitting out there for a long time, poor kid.
He's good. He's really good.
Nice.
But he loves, just hanging out with me, so.
What's the thing? I mean, that's it. They're shutting everything down. My son's he's a union plumber, and he just texted me that the union is shutting down as of tomorrow.
Jesus.
But how can
Jeez.
But how can they
union?
But again, like I said, they're okay because they're going to be able to get paid through their union in some capacity, or
Right, some
unemployment
kind of
immediately kicks
funding,
in.
right.
The waiters, the servers, all these
Yep.
people with these restaurants. There's nothing. There's no recourse.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? The only thing that I think they need to do is that what Italy did right is they suspended all utility and mortgage payments during this quarantine.
Yeah,
Which
I've
that's all
seen.
you need to
Yeah.
do.
It's got to be the case.
I've
That's
seen
the
that.
That
only
would
thing.
be
That's the only
awesome.
saving grace we have to do is to, I get a email from Ford for my lease, and they're like, oh, we're here to help. If you need, just click this to extend the payment. So I was like, oh, let me just take a look, and you hit the extend the payment, and to extend the payment 30 days will cost me another $135.
Jeez.
To extend it 60 days will cost me $300. I'm like, who the fuck you helping here?
Right.
Yeah.
Seems to me
Right.
like you're only
Thanks a lot.
helping yourself.
Thanks for all the help.
But
Like
you
you're helping yourself.
Like they're going to make more money by the end of the year.
Right.
On us.
Well, you figure they got to.
And they're going to get a government bailout.
yeah.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Well, that's what made me laugh, and not to get political, but I thought it was funny how Trump was on TV the other day talking about it, and how, he's got his team of people that's going to help him, with aid and getting, making sure everybody's okay, and they were all CEOs to Target and Walmart, because he declared national emergency. $500 billion and gets released, and it's all going to them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
It'll
how
trickle
exactly
down.
how are they going to help?
Well, but
us?
I also think you got to, like, what people aren't realizing is, like, the first people that reacted to this was the private sector. That's the ones who did everything.
Right,
Those are the ones.
right.
Chase said, okay, everybody can work from home. We're going to make sure everybody can work from home. I don't think they're getting the credit that, the private. It's just a natural thing. At the end of the day, when shit's up against the wall, right? Who helps who? It's us who helping each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well-
so
Yeah.
every time we assume the government needs to step in and take care of it, they never do it correctly.
No,
and it creates
absolutely not.
more of a problem. So I think you need to kind of figure out, okay, how does it, what's the best course of action to get the money into the people's hands?
Well, why is, like-
That's what they never do.
So Mark Cuban did the right thing, and he was like, I'm going to pay
all
all
my
the employees for this time off.
Oh, did he?
And,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
and then no other owner did it.
Right.
Then it was basketball players.
that were donating the money.
Zion Williamson is like 22 or
Yeah, $1
21.
million. Yeah, but he got a $100 million contract in his
Yeah,
life.
but he's a 22-year-old kid.
Right.
He's one of the players. You do it. The guy paying him, the guy with enough money to pay him
should be helping.
should be paying everybody.
But wait, but you got to remember, all these arenas are built on not
Taxpayer
on
money.
taxpayer money.
Yeah.
So
So pay the people. You guys are the ones who benefit. Pay us.
It's our taxes, right? Take my
but
taxes and
That's
pay
so
them
true.
the money.
Yeah.
You know, at least let me know my money's going to something right, something good.
I think the owner's got to stop. I think all these corporate and Jeff Bezos is asking his employees to chip in. You do it, motherfucker. You're a billionaire.
He's hiring 100,000 people to help with all this. Everybody staying at home ordering shit going on. He just said they're hiring 100,000 people.
Like one of the Walmart owners could take care of all of this.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't even have to be a big family effort.
I hate them.
Yeah, me too.
I really do.
Until
I really do,
until
too.
they are hand delivering toilet paper to everyone's house.
Well,
then I'm
yeah,
like, all right,
they
good for
did that.
Walmart.
At
Good
least
for
it'd be an
Walmart.
effort. All the freaking money they got and the way they treat their damn employees.
They're awful.
You know, it's not good.
The people that walk through this frighten me.
That's true.
Yes. Absolutely right.
Yeah, they frighten me.
Everywhere.
It's like the weirdest of the weird go in there.
Yeah, the weirdest of the weirds. Yeah, it's like a magnet, you know. And then he just walked through there, and
And then like,
they have dedicated pages to them, to the people of Walmart.
Well, yeah, there's a website,
Yes, a
peopleofwalmart.com.
Peopleofwalmart.com.
but then like I'm in there and I'm like, oh yeah, I look just like them. I'm like, oh yeah. That's me too.
But that's it. Shit's going to start getting real, I guess, because they're just closing everything. I guess their only shot is they're going to say we're just going to keep everybody away from each other for 2 weeks and then hope that works.
All right, but that's right. Like we said before,
But they're
like
not
2
saying
weeks.
2 weeks. That's the thing. They're
Well,
not
hoping
saying 2
it's
weeks.
2 weeks.
They're
Right.
saying indefinite,
Indefinitely,
and,
right.
and baseball's now till May, and
At least, yeah.
things are till April 30th.
Well,
and
sports
it's like,
is going to suffer
I hope
because
this
we're going to
isn't the new
finally
normal.
realize that we really don't need it as much as we think we
Yeah.
do, and people are going to lose a lot of interest in it.
Yeah.
That's my general feeling.
Yeah, but
no, I need baseball.
I learned
I
to
need
paint.
baseball.
I'm dying.
I need baseball. But
I said, I learned to paint.
But that's the thing when the CEOs are starting to see a loss in their business in baseball, that's when they'll start probably lifting some of these bans.
Right.
You know, all right, you guys can go out, you know, a little bit or, you know, a few hours a day or something.
Yeah,
you know?
Right now, it's just the mom and pops that are like.
Yeah, it's going to get to a
Right.
certain point
Yeah.
where basketball, hockey's going to be like, it's too late to bring it back and finish the season and just cancel everything, and then it's completely all lost income. So I
that's
think
a lot
they're
of
going to get to that
freaking
day,
people,
and then
man.
they're going to go to the government and be like, we need to reopen.
I mean,
Amazon.com must be like
you
shooting
couldn't
through
get
the roof right now.
You couldn't get toilet paper on it as a Sunday.
Oh,
All right,
really?
but- and we were starting to touch upon it before, so I'll ask: do you think that this is eventually? I mean, eventually, vaccine's going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I
So
heard
everybody-
18 to 21
So-
months?
Yeah, that's the thing. I heard
Well,
that
18 to
hopefully-
21 months?
All right,
Well,
well,
why
regardless-
does it take that long?
Well,
Because
it's
they
not
have to
just
do the
get
research
the
and the
word that
development.
it's
They got to
coming.
actually make the goddamn shit. They
There's
gotta
got to be a
fucking
fast
and they need
track
sterilize
way.
the little
on,
tiny fucking
animals to
vials.
test
I would
shit.
think there's got to be a faster way. But regardless of time, my question is: do you think once the vaccine is out and people are taking it and the numbers are dropping, does it get back to normal where that's just another type of
they
sickness,
actually-
but life just
they
goes
actually
on?
said that this is this particular
Yeah.
disease, like all diseases, that comes in a 2-wave cycle. That's
Right.
what they were discussing.
Right.
So right now we're in phase 1, and phase 1 is that it's cold for us. As summer comes around
Yeah.
and the southern hemisphere all of a sudden starts to get colder, the disease is going to migrate further south. So
Right.
the people down in the south, they're the ones that are going to contract it.
Right.
And as it develops in those countries and as it mutates and it becomes something more hideous than what it
COVID
already is.
22 and
Exactly.
3.
So then when we go back into our fall phase and the temperatures start to drop up by us, it's going to migrate further north again, and it's going to be something completely different and something even worse. So
I mean, I don't know, but I read something that the strain here it definitely was man-made. 'Cause
yeah,
there was
well,
something
it's
there's a
mutated several times.
But there's a strain from H1N1, SARS, MARS, and I believe HIV, like some sort
Yeah.
of strain, or in that particular
It-
strain.
they've
Couldn't have been
found-
just didn't,
It's
you know,
not just-
Right.
cling on
Yeah.
to itself.
They've,
and create
they've
itself.
found that the certain DNA RNA strain
Right.
is actually it's got all those different components in it.
I mean, I don't have a bachelorette's in epidemiology. Whatever it was he said.
Did you get a rose at your graduation? Like,
Oh my God.
Epidermis, I think you said. I don't know. But I'd like to think that it'll just like be everything else. Eventually, you know, I mean, we didn't freak out like this with AIDS, but there was a freak out to some level. But now we've learned how to live with it. I guess that's what I'm saying. We've learned how we'll learn how to
How
deal
many
with
people in the
live
United
with this.
States got H1N1? 60.8 million people.
Yeah.
friggin' people.
Was it that high, really?
60.8 million people. How many-
30,000 people died from the
30,000
flu
people
every
die-
year.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Every year.
Well,
You know?
all right, that's what I'm saying. So eventually, you think we'll learn that this will just be out there like everything else is
Yes.
out there,
Yeah.
and life will go on.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole.
Oh, yeah, we'll get
Neil doesn't
accustomed to
look
it.
so confident.
I just don't know that there's going to be a normal to go back to.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about just from a financial standpoint.
I'm talking about
No,
just the
I-
way
everything.
this was handled.
Nah, it's just this happens. We
Well,
come out
we'll
of it,
see.
and then we forget, and then you forget.
We do forget.
You
Right,
forget.
look, I mean, yeah,
It's like look at Sandy, you know.
look at 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, not
But
to say
there was
we
an
forgot,
enemy.
but-
There was an
Our-
enemy.
Our guard is down.
Yes.
There wasn't
Without
an
a
enemy
doubt.
with Sandy, and like I know, like the whole world didn't
Yes,
deal
there
with Sandy,
was
but
a
we
hurricane.
did, you know. But like, shoot, there was a lot. There was a lot of things going on here.
I mean, those people didn't have flood insurance, right? Those people didn't have flood insurance. So what
Right,
do? They
right.
set their houses on fire to collect the insurance money.
Yeah, right.
Okay? There is no insurance on coronavirus.
No.
Nothing.
There's nothing in your
So we should just
policy.
set ourselves on fire.
And do it here so our numbers go up. Greg D. Filippo says, by the time this 2-week hibernation period is over, I'm going to have the biggest right forearm and bicep around. Andy Plagano says, dude, I think I'm becoming stupider listening to this.
That's difficult because he started out real dumb.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Dr. Ken Bichelle, I don't have a bachelorette's in epidemiology. Hashtag not a real doctor.
Not a doctor.
No, I'm no dentist, but
Oh, man.
I'm no doctor of etymology, but
Etymology.
3 weeks.
I'm pretty sure this comes from the Flushing province of Queens.
And that's where he's from.
Yeah, they called it Flushing.
Flushing.
That's what they're calling it right now.
Thanks for getting my joke to work.
You know, and you're right.
Flushing province. I don't get the joke. You're like, it's Flushing. Like, I get the joke now.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. And
You guys are a bunch of etymologists.
Exactly. If we were. But that's the thing, too. If because we do all, for whatever reason, we think it's just going to be 2 weeks. And it's already the longest 2 weeks ever, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
Every day it's like, come on already. Come on, March. Get the hell out of here. Like, we're already, again, assuming it's 2 weeks. We all seem to have that in our heads.
I feel like I get like super stressed too because I was at Mohegan Sun all weekend working and like I didn't know if we I didn't know we didn't know if we were going to be working the next day because it changed so rapidly.
Wow. Yeah.
So like I'm just like there stressed, like worried, like am I going to be able to cross the bridge to go back?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I would think about that too.
And like so we were like
I'm surprised
just
they were
panicked.
like when they close down. That's when
well
it's gonna be
casinos
Well,
are
they're
closed.
all-
Yeah,
Yeah.
they closed, yeah.
They did.
Oh, you know what?
They
So
all
I
closed
made
now.
history. I'm the last person to perform at Governor's the Brokerage.
Yeah, there you go.
I was the last one on that
Probably ever.
night. Now they're going to burn the place down.
Yeah, we were the last show at New York Comedy Club, and
Yeah,
they
there you
shut
go.
it
See
down.
that?
Yeah.
You made history.
Yeah, we made history.
But it does feel like it's been going on forever already. I mean, I told my family the show was 8 hours just to give me some time. I might take a nap in the parking lot
Yeah.
before I go
right.
home later, just to get some
Yeah,
space.
today is really long now.
Oh my God.
yeah, but a lot of comedians are suffering with this. So
Well,
Yeah.
right. And again, that's what we're trying to do here. You saw it, right? I sent the email out yesterday. If any comedians have any ideas, they want to come in here and do something.
there's
and
a lot
we'll
of
try
shows
to
to
figure out
pick
a way
from.
to, even if we don't get you paid, but that, if you want to work out your Patreon, or maybe we can try and figure out something in here, but at least you're up and doing something, maybe keeping your name out there for when things do open up again. I don't know. We're
Maybe you
trying
can
to
get
think
like
of something.
You get like a laugh track, because maybe a guy can come in and do his set, but you get fed off the energy of the laughs, right? So maybe you can have a guy that's not going
What a
up,
great idea!
right? And then you laugh, yeah. So you have guys come in and do their 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, stay sharp. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster when we all come back.
Andy Plagano says every time you say "I think," we should all punch ourselves.
It's like the shout game.
I believe.
Yeah. I believe. I personally believe.
I heard if anybody concurs, we're fucked.
After careful observation.
That's so funny.
Comedians through the generations have been suffering with something. There's
Depression,
always
mostly.
something. Yeah.
Alcoholism.
Alcoholism, depression.
You know, that's another thing. Like, you think the suicide rate's gonna balloon a little?
Domestic violence is going to
I think
skyrocket.
the
Just in your house.
I think the liquor stores are going to stay open.
It's going to skyrocket.
And by skyrocket, I mean I'm punching my wife in the face when I get home.
Well, we could plug drizzly.com if anybody's unfamiliar with the Drizzly app.
I am unfamiliar.
What is
Drizzly app, so they will go and deliver all the booze from liquor stores directly to your home or wherever you are.
that?
Nice.
Really?
Yes, because that's really the only thing to do all day at this point.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, don't go to liquor stores.
Right.
If I wanted to fight for alcohol, I'd just go to my family reunion.
Yeah.
And are you noticing a drop in people coming to the cigar
No.
place? Right.
No.
I would
That's
think
what
if
I meant.
anything,
Like-
right.
like-
yeah.
I mean,
That's why I said that earlier.
I
I
am
figured
noticing
you'd be
people's
fine.
buying habits changing dramatically. I had a guy come in the other day. He was super scared. He goes, "I'm buying like 2 boxes of cigars and I'm self-isolating myself." I said, "Well, if you're going to be sick, I doubt you're really going to be smoking all that much, but I'll take your money." Go ahead.
Seriously.
You know, but no, people.
You know this respiratory thing that's going around? I'm going to smoke some cigars and see how I fare in my man cave.
But no,
Show it who's
buying
boss.
habits haven't changed. People are still coming in. People are still buying. God
Good.
bless.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He's like, "Can you wipe your ass with a cigar wrapper?" I'll take 2 cases. I'll take 2 cases.
Oh my God.
Cigar leaves.
We didn't go around to find out what we were all going to use when we ran out of toilet
No,
paper.
yeah.
all kind of answers. You said wand. You said 3 seashells.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, we have 4 kids at home and 4 dogs.
Ugh.
So I'll just use the
Well,
dogs.
Easter's coming.
use
We
the
can
dogs.
use
Use
Easter
the dogs.
grass.
Use one dog, and the other one usually licks the other dog.
There you go. So I can reuse the dog. Yeah. See that? We just saved everybody a bunch of money on toilet paper.
Use the
You
white
just get
dog
a
because you'll
dog.
know when the white dog's clean again to reuse.
And we do. We have a small white
Use
dog.
the small white dog,
So
and,
he'll fit.
and you let the big dogs clean it with their tongues, and then you reuse the white dog.
Do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur? No, not really. All right.
Hence the name Shih Tzu.
It's
you
called the
go.
Labrador centipede.
Oh, yeah.
See, and this is the comedy gold you'll get if you keep it locked at Gov's Radio while you're locked in your house. Ken Pichelle, what about doing Thursday night green room from Gov's Radio time slot? Yeah, Ken.
Yeah, we were talking about
Thursday
that.
nights at 7:30, we do live from Governor's Green Room. Sallie and myself and Don Sill, we host. You've been on it. The comedians that are either about to go on or as they're coming off, they come in here and we hang out with them and talk to them. Yeah, there's no green room to be.
Green.
Yeah, but
be
maybe
green.
someone else who wants
Someone
to come
can
on,
take it, right.
maybe they could,
We're trying
fill
to
in
get-
for us or something.
Yeah, I did talk to some comedians yesterday that are interested in possibly doing something temporarily while we're all locked up. So
Yeah, we just wanted to say, feel free to pick one of our shows, throughout the station, and if there's someone you want to go on and be a guest,
Right, like Neil- like
have
Neil
at
did
it.
today,
Like
he
we
just
would all
came
love
in,
it,
right.
and it would help you guys. So
Don't make it like I did. You guys said doors always open. And
Yeah,
then the
right.
first time I come, you're like, oh, well, it's too many people here.
I didn't say too many people. I said get in here. I said
no, we love that you were here. Always come in. It's
absolutely. Yeah, there's plenty of room. All the shows are less than 10.
I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm here. This is great. I love this.
I'm
Yeah,
glad.
this is a lot of
I'm
fun.
glad.
It's a lot of
Come
fun.
by anytime you want.
My first time ever on the to get familiarized, and I like it. It's fun.
Good.
Having a good time.
This is all you guys' first time? This is your guys' first time?
Yeah.
You guys like old pros. You guys are very good panelists.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You guys are more than welcome to keep coming. You know, you're welcome, James. Absolutely. And again, because life goes on, and we got to just, I don't know.
Do you live in Huntington?
I do. I actually live in Cold Spring Harbor.
Oh, it's like a hike.
So when's the next?
It's like 5 minutes from my
What?
front door
the
to
next
my
put
front
up?
door of my
When's the next
shop.
round?
Oh.
I have the best commute
Saturday.
ever.
No, but to here, to here.
Oh, well, yeah, it's half an hour. Not bad.
Gotta watch that.
What?
Today was 15 minutes.
I was on
Oh, yeah.
Right,
show.
yeah. I bet.
And I was looking at my uncles because he used to do the Dean Martin roast. My uncle, so I was looking at those
Oh, really?
to see if I get ideas. But those are too old.
What do you mean he used
you
to
were
do them?
good.
My uncle's Red Buttons.
No way!
We have 5 minutes
Hold
left.
on,
You
you
wait
throw
until
that
now
out
to fill us in.
What a dick.
Really?
No, he was a good guy.
I would make a T-shirt and always keep it on. My uncle's red buttons.
My uncle was ready.
You know, and now that you say it, I swear to God, there is a
Well, my
little
father's
resemblance,
sister
right?
Yeah.
married him.
Oh, wow.
My father's sister,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Wow.
some marriage, but
Okay.
I'm
That's
so
like
I
the wash
regret
your hands
not starting
information.
earlier because he could have helped me while he was alive. It's not much help now. I always wanted to do this.
You can't like play Ouija and
Yeah, look at Anthony Edwards. Like, can you ask my Uncle Red for some?
Yeah, Teresa Caputo. She's a friend of the show, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she is actually. And
You
her
could be
daughter-
like,
you can bring
you're like,
performed-
you're like, hey, you bullshit artist. Can you contact my uncle fakely?
Can you fakely give it?
Con artist.
Well, she
Someone in
was
the
a friend
room.
of the show.
Someone in the room, Italian. I'm sensing an Italian in the room.
Guy with a penis.
Has anybody in here ever been hit by their parents? I'm sensing someone.
I haven't
Oh,
known.
me!
I've been hit.
Oh, your father wants to say he's sorry. Still alive. You want to say he's still alive?
How long has he been gone?
2006, July 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Is that Red? Red Buttons
Yeah.
died in
Yeah.
2006?
Yeah, that was good. That's important information. You should throw that out earlier.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like
great,
telling
man.
us you feel like you had a fever when
I'm
you came
trying
in.
to line up my
When
next
we're leaving.
appearance.
On the way out, he's like, you know what? I had a fever when I came. I'm glad
been
I left the
coughing
house,
all
though.
day,
I'm really,
yeah.
really glad I left the
Right.
house.
No, he was cool. I remember going. He had an apartment in the West Side.
It's one of my
I
father's
was
favorite
young.
comics. And then you think
Oh,
about
yeah?
it, my father would bring up Red Buttons all the time.
He won an Oscar. He did a lot of stuff.
And where's that Oscar now?
I don't know. I talked to my cousin. He doesn't know.
Really?
So I know he just gave a bunch of like the original films from his old show, the Red Button Show, to UCLA has an archive
Oh, that's cool.
thing. So he gave them a bunch of stuff.
Right. Nice.
But I think they got rid of the Oscar.
Wow.
Can you
So I don't
pinpoint
know.
the
I'll have to ask my
comic?
cousin Amy where it is.
Can you
what?
pinpoint the comic that first sparked your interest to maybe be a comic? Do you remember who that might have been?
It was him for me.
For you, definitely, right? Like, you know.
And was that from watching him on TV, or was it from personal, conversation, or him making you laugh, at family gatherings, or
we talked
both?
to him on the phone a bit, but we were just. I was too young when I went to his apartment. I really didn't appreciate it then.
Okay.
But he also had a serious side too. My
Oh, yeah.
sister, when she ran away from home, she stayed there in Bel Air. But he had a serious side.
Your sister's the Fresh
Ran
Prince?
away.
You stay with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
The Fresh Princess. West
That's
Kings
so
Park.
funny.
Oh, so who was it for you?
For me, I believe it was Richard Jenny.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
really?
watching it as a
You
young
should kill
kid.
yourself.
No, but watching him young with my dad, and you get those kind of memories, like 'cause,
Yeah.
hard, Italian strict kind of family. There's a few levitated moments, and it was always comedy.
Yeah,
That was what always
right.
kind of had us together. And just
Yeah.
watching Richard Jenny, I think that goes always back to my head. Like I think that was what first sparked my
great.
desire.
When he was the ref
To,
with the prostate.
Yeah, just doing
Awesome.
the Jaws bit and just remembering all
Yeah.
that shit when he was in the hotel, and that kind of. So it was, kind of interesting because that's kind of an older for my generation.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the older ones, right? And you're going like our parents,
Oh, yeah, my-
other generation.
Yeah. I love Richard Jenny, too.
Yeah, he was great.
Who I love
He was
now
he
is
was
Anthony
unbelievable.
Jeselnik. I love him.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
try and...
Yeah.
Like, my act is 99% clean, but, like, I broke out a couple of dark things.
Oh, that is so not true.
No, it is. My act is. I wrote those for the show.
Oh, all right, okay. That's
Let me
funny.
just let loose with the dark side.
Yeah.
And what about you? What about you, Neil?
Well, if we're going back to like childhood, like first little spark,
You can go back any way you
Wherever
want.
you want.
but it's not like it didn't influence me artistically at all. But I would say Sam Kinison is the first
wow.
like recollection of like, oh, that's like a cool career.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just like doing stand up and like partying. And,
Did you
like-
see him in Back to School first? Is that where you saw him?
No.
Yelling at Rodney?
No, I just remember him like when he got big. That like 1 year he was
Yeah.
like huge, and
All
he
over the place,
Had
yeah.
an album out, and
Yeah.
there was like songs on it. and
Yeah,
it
Wild
was-
Thing and all
and-
that.
Yeah, that's
you know,
right.
and,
Oh, that's right.
and it was just like a cool thing. But then like as far as like stand up comedy goes, early on it would be like Carlin Dangerfield and Eddie Murphy were like the first like you know, and then now I guess just my contemporaries that I'm like trying to get to like I'd love to be in the same breath as like a Joe List or a Mark Norman or one of those guys. Those are the people that I'm looking up to now because I feel like it's like it's like an attainable thing. Like those guys are a little bit ahead. Like they're a little bit ahead of me, a little bit but I feel like
Getting there.
yeah, I feel like I can achieve that level, and then when I get to that level, I'll look at a Nate Bargatze or whatever. When I get to
Nate Gatz is good.
just keep trying to level up.
All right. Well, with that, it is 1 o'clock. It's time for us to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Neil Rubenstein was hanging out with us today.
Hi.
James Thompson of the Huntington Humidor. Still open. Go over there and buy a cigar and have
Please,
some fun
stock
over there. Lou Pratz, Chris Cassandro, Sallie, and myself. May 22nd in the little room.
If it's still available.
We're going with it. I mean,
22nd
unfortunately, we can't push anything
In
closer.
the little
But
room. May 22nd in the little room.
let's hope we're freaking doing
Oh, we
back
gotta
to
be
normal
back
by
up,
then.
man. We gotta be back up. by
Come on,
then.
people.
And baseball better be up and
Yeah.
running by then too.
Well, now they pushed it back to May now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. By then it better be up in at least spring training. Something better be happening at that point.
There's got to be a chance of him come back earlier.
No, they just said. I mean, I
Definitely
don't know.
May?
It looked like according to Newsday. But
And
Newsday-
Dr. Ken, he was like,
No.
The epidermologist.
Newsday is Newsday is the Long Island medium of newspapers. I don't know.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys. It was a lot
Yeah,
of fun
thank
today.
you.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And stay tuned, Govs Radio. Today is Tuesday, so there's no. I don't
happy
think
birthday,
there's.
Sam.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
I don't think there's comedian on hockey tonight. I don't think Eric's doing it. So 8 o'clock tonight, Anthony Rodia, Goomba, and Johnny. They'll be here for Sorry for What at 8 o'clock, followed by Two Girls, One Mic. All right, everybody have a great day. Eric and Danielle will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. for